What's up, Mitch?
What's up, Randy?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks, man.
First
Thanks for having me.
over my
It's pretty cool.
fan here.
Cool little thing you got going on here.
My studio, my
Yeah,
little gym jam.
it's rad.
It took a while. I'm still not quite done. I don't know what else I'm gonna do in here, but I got to do some more
Not much to
ambiance.
do. Get rid of the tan walls, man. That's like everybody's walls are tan.
I mean, that came with the house. So.
Let's get weird, dude.
Let's get
I know,
weird.
let's get weird, right?
Weird colors.
It's so used to when Anjali was part of the show, she would sit here next to me, and that glow would give off just enough reflection in this wood that she would have like this pink. Like she was pretty proud of that. It was an accident, but she was stoked.
I hate she's not here, man.
Yeah, she's over it for now. She may come back
it
later.
Happens. It happens.
She may
Moving
not.
on to bigger and better things.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
She is doing that, which
Shout
is,
out,
is pretty
Anjali.
good.
Shout out.
Yeah, you she's around. You'll probably meet her after this.
Cool, right?
I'll make her work the camera to take our thumbnail picture because I'm horrible with it.
Sweet.
So what's up, Mitch? What's your deal? What's your gig? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm good. Doing the dad thing this weekend. That's why I was a little late getting over here. Get the baby mamas to get over and pick the childrens up.
Right,
You know.
right.
Just did the dad thing. Went to the playground. Did the what all did we do, man? All the weekends blend into each other. You know. It's the same thing. We've carved some pumpkins and
It's
kid
that time
stuff.
of year.
I love it though, man.
Do
that's my main gig is being a dad.
There you go.
Really, one of the things that I think I miss most about being a kid is like the holidays and the holiday seasons, because you don't get them anymore when you're grown up.
Dude. Like
They don't-
even birthdays, it's like just another day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just turned 40 in August, and it was like I forgot about it. Everybody else kept reminding me, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it's my fucking birthday today.
Yeah.
So,
What'd you do with it?
worked.
Yeah. Story of my life, man.
Hell yeah.
For real, dude. Like, I tell people, like, I haven't celebrated a birthday since I'm like 17, 18, something like that.
Yeah.
Not even 21st.
Dude, no. Like, I had been drinking so long. By the time I turned 21,
Yeah.
it was like, what the fuck?
Fair.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Started smoking crack that day.
Oh, okay, got you. Man, what a rite of
I had to
passage.
take it up a notch.
What a rite of passage.
I know.
I don't even. All I did, I think, on mine, I was in Heber, so there was nothing to do anyway.
Oh yeah, you're from there, right?
Yeah. So
Sorry.
we just drove. We drove all the way here. I bought a little bit of beer, and then we drove all the way back. And I don't even think we partied. I think we drank like 2 beer and then
Damn.
nothing.
Ouch.
I mean,
Yeah.
But it was like you said, we were already partying so much before.
I've been drinking
then.
for like 6 years by then.
Yeah,
you know?
there was no reason to keep going with it.
Hopefully this generation is doing better than we were.
I'm sure they are.
In some ways.
He'll tell us.
In a lot of ways. They're not, but what about Felix?
Well, hypothetically, if I did drink, which I'm definitely not
Your
wearing
mother
a
may be
fireball. I'm not wearing a fireball shirt right now or anything.
No, you're not.
Wah, wah,
Um,
incriminating.
I don't know. I'm not a heavy, drinker. I'm just every now and then, just because it's a fun little gig. Makes me feel funny.
Yeah.
But I definitely know some
Tickles
people
your
my
insides.
age. Yeah, right. But I definitely do know, a lot of people my age who are just lost in it. And more
It's
than
easy
that
to
too.
do,
it's
man.
super easy. Yeah.
Definitely.
But I had some
You got to know your limits.
I had
That's
some
the
good
thing.
influences. Well,
That's
bad influences that I used as good influences. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. But
Okay,
we'll
so
go with it.
there's just some people that I was around when I was a little kid, and they were just fucking losers, man.
Right,
They
right.
weren't doing shit, just on drugs, drinking all the time, couldn't hold a fucking job, and I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be successful.
Oh no, I feel you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I see what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy to. That's good.
Mhm.
I think sometimes you need those examples.
For sure. Yeah.
I didn't have that growing up though. Like I was always, I was raised in church and around a loving family, and I think my deal was like I was sheltered, like almost to the point of like fucking abuse, man. Like I wasn't allowed out of the house. My mother was afraid if I walked outside, a fucking comet would land on my head or something. So, I hit 15 or so and just went ape shit.
Well, yeah, man. Strict parents make sneaky
I was that
kids.
person you're talking about for like other people.
Hey, maybe you help somebody else out,
I
man.
hope so. And I'm always telling them, don't be like me.
Yeah, right.
Except now things are different. I straighten my shit up. I'm a teacher and I use my experiences to help people.
Hell yeah, perfect.
How'd that road come about? How'd you even make that
Teaching,
transition? Because I knew who you were, like I knew of you, but I don't think I met you till you were already on the road to being a teacher.
Yeah, I was in college. We were living in Conway.
Yeah.
I think you were seeing a certain mutual friend.
Yeah.
And that's how we met. Yeah, I was going to UCA, and that's a long story. I've always been like good at teaching folks how to do things and explaining things in simple ways. I actually started at UCA to get my degree in mathematics. And then a couple of semesters deep into it, I was like, fuck math, because that shit got hard fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard and it sucks.
I made it to like Cal 2 before I was like,
shit.
I took Cal 2 and physics the same semester. That was tough.
Why, because you hate yourself?
I do actually. No. But it was at that. I was also doing some tutoring for a professional company, and just loved the little kids, man. And so I taught elementary actually for the last 6 years, and I just moved up to middle school finally.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Got
That's
my
awesome.
foot in that door, and I feel like this is where I'm meant to be for a long time. I'm gonna stay at this school and do my thing.
Hell yeah,
the kids
dude.
love me. I think partially the tattoos. They think I'm cool. And I'm like funny. I don't mind cracking jokes in the class with my kids. And it helps me relate to them and them to me. And
I think that's one of the most important characteristics of a good teacher. It's like relatability.
Man,
being able to like kind of put yourself in the shoes of the student.
Yeah.
So, which one do you like more, the middle school kids or the elementary school kids?
Sort of a give and take.
Yeah.
I love the little ones. They're so sweet and innocent, and I love just giving high fives and hugs all day. The middle school kids are cooler, and they can do more.
Yeah.
And I'm teaching science, and so like we can do like the real science experiments and stuff in
There
class.
you go.
Whereas elementary science is more like worksheets and videos and
Right.
less hands-on because they can't really do much.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
It's pretty interesting stuff.
For sure.
What do you do? Like, is it just general science? Middle school general science?
Yeah. This first 9 weeks has been mostly like lab safety. Because a lot of them, this is their first real experience with science, because it gets pushed off to the side a lot of times in elementary, because for the longest time they didn't test it in elementary, and everything's about teaching to the test. We want those test scores.
Right.
So a lot of teachers would not even teach science, so they could teach the math and the reading, leaving the science out. And so some of them come to me and have never been in a science lab. So that's what we spend the first 9 weeks or so doing, and then we'll get into the life science, teaching cells, and then we get into weather later, and I can't even think.
It's a pretty broad subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so
We gotta
even I
know our
think than
shit.
others.
For sure.
You gotta have like a very extensive general knowledge of science to be effective, I think.
What kind of experiments are you doing with them?
Recently, a local Kroger donated some medicine bottles. And I got like 50 of them. Thank you, Miss Underwood. Appreciate it.
Shout out.
If you're listening to the podcast here. And I spray painted them black and super glued them shut after I had put some materials inside. And the students had to, by shaking and various experimentation, try to figure out what was inside. It was a scientific inquiry type.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lesson. And some of them nailed it. Like even figured out how many was in there. Like I used some beads. Hope nobody's listening. Used some beads in one, and of course I never tell them what's in there, and they get mad at me for it. They like hate on me because I won't tell them the answer, But I'm like, that's science, and you don't always get an answer. But some of them even nailed like how many little beads was in there. I was impressed.
Damn.
Yeah, they did really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
How do you come up with ideas like that?
I steal them.
Oh.
Dude, no, like that's a general thing in teaching is like you don't reinvent the wheel. You
Sure.
take something
Right,
somebody
yeah,
else
for
did,
sure.
make it your own, and that I'm really good at that. You
I
know?
mean, it makes sense.
I have come up with my own stuff. It's just too much work though.
Yeah.
It's easier to just Google it, see what somebody else did, and then do it yourself.
How far ahead of time do you have to have like stuff in place to be able to do that? Like how far
It
out does your
varies.
planning go?
Usually a week or so, sometimes 2,
That's not
depending.
so bad, man.
Nah, it's not that bad. We write like a week ahead of time, our lesson plans, ish. But we get into groups with our actual department heads. All the science teachers will come together like once a month, and we'll do some serious planning like a month or 2 out, getting prepped for that and discussing what all materials need to be bought. And then we keep all the materials in a room and we go get what we need. But as far as our lesson plans go, it's like a week out.
Nice. Yeah. So here's the $1 million question.
Uh-oh.
Are there kids you like more than the others? You play favorites?
Never. No,
Ah.
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, there's no way that can be true.
Absolutely not, man. There's some I hate. There's some I love. There's some that I don't really get to know. There's others that, I take under my wing and they become my mentees, and
Sure.
But even the ones that kind of could be shitheads in class, right?
Yeah.
You still kind of have this feeling of like, all right, this is what I chose to do, so I need to help.
No, absolutely. I use the term hate loosely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
You're not pushing them down off the slide,
I mean,
Fucking
every
nerd.
once in a while.
tripping them in the hallway,
steal their lunch money.
knocking their books on the ground.
Move, bitch. No, absolutely not. I mean, even the ones that really drive me crazy, I mean, I still at the end of the day would do anything for.
Of course.
Yeah. And I do. When I taught elementary, I always taught in inner city, high poverty, high crime areas. And I know how a lot of these kids that act like this, where they're coming from, and so I have more leniency towards those kids than I would, some rich son of a bitch who's just spoiled, Those are the ones I'd really be like, fuck you, you little shithead.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Tell your mama. Never mind.
Your mom needs
Never
to beat
mind.
you.
We're going.
I'll say it.
there.
I'll say it. Your mom needs to fucking beat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How- what do you think
Let me
about
get that
that?
permission slip to take my belt off.
But yeah, what do you think about that? Like parents and corporal punishment. I know it's a big issue with like.
I think it depends on the kid, man. I don't know. I mean, I was raised that way. I've tried doing that with my own son. I've never whooped my daughter. I don't know that I could. But and she's 3 and my son is 9. Randy knows Jude.
Yeah.
At least he used to. I've tried that with my son, and it doesn't seem to work. I mean, I think it just depends on the kid. Corporal punishment I think it's a deterrent sometimes. That a kid might be like, well, I don't want to do this because I could get a
For
bad
sure.
one or whatever. But I had somebody ask me a couple of years ago. I was talking about how I was raised, getting my ass beat every other day. And she said, did it work? And I was like, no, it didn't. Not really. And I had never really thought about that before. Like, my dad beat my ass, man, but like, I still did fucked up shit. So did it really work? I mean, I don't know.
It didn't. It never deterred me from being a shithead
Yeah.
and doing shitty things.
I mean, I don't really know.
But it did make me sneakier, I think.
I think it also like maybe teaches some respect, or I don't really know.
But were you getting your ass beat because like you were disrespectful or?
Yeah.
See, if
sometimes.
it were to teach respect, then that didn't seem to work, right? If it was happening all the
I
time.
mean, you're absolutely right. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I do know one worst ass whooping I ever got. Dude. I was my 7th birthday, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah.
On your birthday?
Damn.
On my birthday. No, I think I deserved it though. Like, check it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
My uncle buys me a tetherball set. This was circa 1986 or something like that. and I said I didn't like it, like in front of him. You know, I didn't know any better at the time. You know, I'm 7. What the fuck do I know?
Right.
My dad went ape shit and like beat my fucking ass into the ground.
Jeez.
I never said I didn't like gift again.
Right.
So that time
that worked.
So it worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
So I guess it's just
Sheesh.
situational, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes
But,
sense.
You know, I got it that day. I'll never forgot that. So
See, I think what I've noticed through my years of growing up and adolescence,
your long many years.
my many years on this earth, I have a lot of experience. I don't know. I've always noticed that the most strict parents produce the sneakiest kids.
No,
like,
you ain't lying.
It's the kids whose parents are like, you can't do anything. That sneak out and
No, that was me.
Yeah,
I mean, I
there you go.
said as much earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I was sneaking out the window and
Mm-hmm.
you know, got hooked on drugs early, and I mean, I was being as wild as I fucking could.
Yeah.
You know, because I was stifled.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so much as a child.
And I think having like a real, like a parent be real with you and just be like, look, you go out, don't do anything stupid. You know, it's not safe. But if you do, it's all right. You can talk to me.
Mine had limitations on me. They didn't try to hold me down or anything,
Mhm.
but I would still break those limitations.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because I'm a shithead and just me as a person. Because even when they loosened up, like later on,
Mhm.
and they were more like, look, you're almost grown.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't be too much of an idiot. I was still too much of an idiot.
Yeah.
So
I think we all have to live and learn. You know,
For sure.
We could whoop our kids' asses. We could preach to them, but at the end of the day, they got to learn their own lessons.
Mhm.
You know?
Sure.
And you just have to hope that you taught them well enough that they're not going to fucking kill themselves.
Well, I think a lot of those own lessons are what stick with you. You know, like, oh, sure, your parents will beat your ass, like, not to talk back. Okay, whatever. But, like, if you're going out there and fucking up and realizing there's consequences for shit that I do, you learn. And, you know, you might not want to do it again.
you're gonna learn eventually, one way or another. Because if
I'm like,
you don't get it from your parents,
I'm-
the world's gonna get you.
everything my parents did with me, I do the opposite with my own kids.
Mhm.
And I mean,
Purposefully?
yes, purposefully. Like, I let my son listen to whatever music he wants to
Mhm.
listen to. And I monitor, you know, and I let him play video games. And everything that I wasn't allowed to do, I let him do. And I think he's definitely not as fucked up as I was, I don't think.
Fair.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm giving him an opportunity to have some individuality.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he's got real long hair, you know, his hair's down to here. He won't let us cut it, you know. and-
Yeah. That's awesome.
And, yeah.
Is
I'm
it
doing
still the
same with
reddest
my daughter,
hair
and
in
I'm
the
just
world?
real with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Is it still the reddest hair ever seen?
Yeah. Red. I mean,
It looks like his head's on fire.
so he's part Cherokee, but you
Okay.
couldn't tell it to look at him.
Mhm.
Although he's red hair, but he does tan. And I gave him his Native American name when he was little, Palefire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's pale, you know. He's got this flaming red hair, and he loves it. He tells people like, my Native American name's Palefire. He's proud of it. And,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Pale fire.
So
But yeah, you know, that's like how you're doing it is kind of like how my parents raised me. You know, they're like, look, you know, listen to what you want to. You know, you're gonna
and
hear
look
it.
at you. You're so successful now.
I know, right?
You seem like a cool dude, though.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, like you know
But
what's up.
yeah, you know, I mean, they were pretty lenient. Like, I'd be at my dad's a lot of the time in high school because I had a job like in Maumelle, and it was just easier. And it'd be a weekend, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm going out." And he's like, "All right, text me if you're coming home." I'm like, "All right, cool."
See,
and
man, that's what's up.
and I think it worked for the
Honestly,
better.
I don't even know what that's like. Like, even today, like
Yeah.
if I'm out too late, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I need to text somebody or be
Yeah.
like, you know, sorry, I'm gonna be late. You know, like, even though I live fucking alone, man,
Mhm.
I still like, oh shit, I better get home.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get
My
that.
parents fucked me up, man.
Yeah.
Like, they did.
I do that just
It took
because
me a
I'm
long
like,
time
I'd
to
rather
realize.
be at home.
Would you?
Me too.
Because you're boring.
Yeah.
You're not boring, dude. Come on. You're a world traveler.
That doesn't.
You want to be here because you're always out other places. you
It's
know?
not for
You're all-
fun though.
That's true. It's for work.
This dog's
You
fucking
never
up
go
this guy.
Yeah,
anywhere.
Randy Travis Jr. is fucking with the curtain, I
What's
think.
up? Is this dog's name Randy Travis Jr.?
Randy Travis Jr. Yeah, I call him RTJ.
I just call him Junior.
I like your Why you got a bunch of dogs?
I got 3.
I thought I saw more than that.
No, there's a little one, Buster. He's a min pin. There's RTJ. He's a half Boston Terrier, half Blue Heeler.
Okay.
And then there's Red, the old blockhead.
Yeah.
And he's
that's a good name for him.
He's half French Bulldog, half Boston Terrier.
Blockhead.
I remember Moose.
Yeah.
I love that dog.
He was my favorite.
Yeah.
So
Cute little fucker.
yeah, when me and that same person that we were talking about earlier.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. So when that all ended, I couldn't keep up with him while I was out to sea. So
it sucks, man, because he was a sweet little puppy.
I did like him.
Yeah.
What was really good about him is I got to spend so much time with him early on that he was a really good dog. He was trained up real well. He didn't have any other dogs like these just shitting like on all his.
Do they shit in the house, man?
They won't unless you leave them alone.
Well, yeah, and then they
Right.
have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a choice.
When you gotta go, you
Well,
gotta go.
gotta go.
man.
It's like prison rules. So as soon as they're alone for too long, they immediately pick a piss and shit spot. Like that's the corner, that's the spot. It'll all be there. Like
Well,
when you come home.
That's
I mean,
pretty convenient, though.
If somebody locked you in the house and took all the toilets, I mean, that's what you
Yeah,
would have to
exactly.
do. I mean, I'm just gonna have to pick a place, and that's gonna be my shit corner.
I mean, I'd hold it for as long as I could.
As long as you could. But
Yeah, but
eventually-
there's comes a point.
Here's the thing, though. It doesn't matter if you're gone 20 minutes. It doesn't matter if you're gone 5 hours. You're gonna come home to a piss and shit corner.
At least it's isolated, though.
I just recently got a cat, and I'm not too thrilled about it. I got it for my daughter. She's always wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend was going to take it to the shelter, and I was like, I'll take it. It's solid black. I love it. It's a beautiful little cat. And the second I got it home, it shit in the floor, and I was like, fuck this, But
Yeah.
I toughed it out.
Hold on, are you
Trained
liking it yet?
The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the cat.
You don't have
I don't love the cat. I
Yeah.
like the cat.
You don't have toxoplasmosis yet, do you?
The fuck is toxoplasmosis?
No, that's some shit you
Pull that
get
shit
from
up.
Cats,
It's only a
man.
matter of time.
What?
Yeah, it's
a
like
matter
their
of time.
piss or something.
It's I think it's through their feces,
Yeah.
to put it scientifically.
Dude, I don't.
It makes you want more cats. For real.
Oh god.
What?
I hope I
A
don't catch it.
parasite that
I
makes you
ain't-
want to get more cats?
Yeah.
And you get it from cats, and I think they grew that for something about to attract more mice or something. But it
shit, look up here.
comes in people. Yeah, check this out.
Yeah,
Right?
they say it's like during pregnancy and like you don't want little kids around it.
Here we go.
Oh,
Toxoplasmosis is a disease that results from infection with the toxoplasma. I don't know how to say this scientific bullshit. Parasite. One of the world's most common parasites. Infection usually occurs by eating undercooked, blah, blah, blah. Infected cat feces. Yeah, mother to child transmission. May cause flu-like symptoms in some people. Most people affected never develop signs and symptoms. Where does it get to the cat part?
I don't see it talking
The word
about
cat is in that one
symptoms
time.
you
No,
want more
there's
cats.
more. Right here. Right here. Let's see. Weakened immune system. Keep going. It's there. It's there. Babies. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Seizures.
When to see a doctor? If you want more cats, go to a
going.
doctor
Yeah.
now.
Keep
Like, I
going.
don't normally like cats, but all of a sudden I want
Cats
him.
who hunt
yeah.
or are fed raw meat are more likely to harbor it. I don't know, man.
Here,
Oh, fuck it.
hold on.
I don't see.
I'm telling you.
I don't
I'm
see
telling you, it's
cat
here.
cravings on here.
It's here.
I think you just made that up, Randy.
You
For
did.
cat lovers.
If you're pregnant, this is how to keep them from getting infected.
Have someone else clean your cat's litter box. That way they get it, not you.
Dude, I cleaned that shit out today and almost choked to death.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit
that's
is fucking awful.
No.
Check
Gnarly.
another site. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. What side do you want anyway?
MayoClinic.org.
Wow,
fuck
that
the
sounds
Mayo.
pretty
Fuck the
legit.
Mayo
Fake
Clinic.
news.
Oh my
Fake
god.
news. Give me something real. Go to Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Disease caused by parasites.
that's legit. That's a legit shit.
Anyway, don't get toxoplasmosis because I don't want you to be a crazy
Yeah,
cat
I
lady.
Not, dude. I don't want that.
Especially if
Yeah.
you're staying there alone. That's the next step. You get like 50 cats.
Well,
Live out your
I
golden
barely
age.
like this fucker enough to keep it. So
For now.
if it wasn't for my daughter, like I wouldn't even have brought it home, man. So
See,
I don't know. Like,
she's gonna get it for you. She's gonna give you. toxoplasmosis, and then you can blame her in your old age when you have 50 cats and she's like, Dad, you can't have all these cats. You're like, you gave me toxoplasmosis.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
You have to come over here and help me take care of it.
Yeah. Now you get it.
Or I'll
you
just
clean
move
her
in
shit.
with her and bring all my cats.
Perfect.
Yeah. I tell my son all the time, like, growing up, raising babies, you changing their diapers and they shitting all the time. And I told him, like, I can't wait to get old, because I'm gonna like just lay in bed and like shit all over myself, roll around in it, and like make you come in and clean it up, dude.
Yeah.
And, like, for like the last few years of my life, that's what you're gonna be cleaning up my shit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All's fair in love and shit.
Yes, very fair. Well, Randy, you've got some supporters here from highschool.latimes.com.
See, that sounds better.
That's not a real.
That
thing.
sounds better.
That sounds more reputable
than the fucking Mayo Clinic.
It's High School Times.
High School LA Times.
The parasite makes human love cats, and the parasite makes rodents attracted to cat urine.
That's how it started. Yeah.
So, okay, but don't worry, you will rarely show symptoms for Toxoplasma gondii in you except for a love of cats.
Bingo, bango, bongo. It's a fact.
That's what High School LA Times
School
said.
LA Times.
See?
I still don't believe it.
Yeah, Mayo Clinic.
You work at
That's
a
so
school.
weird,
That's from a
dude.
school. The connection.
That doesn't mean shit.
High schoolers are fucking idiots,
No,
Randy.
they really are. We're lucky that we survived, all of us.
I mean, that's
Are
true.
you out of high school? I'm
Yes,
just kidding.
yes. Almost. Well,
Barely.
almost.
Almost.
Barely.
I graduated in May.
He's in post high school.
Post high school. All right, I'll give you some props. I'm not completely convinced, but I'll give you
I'm
some.
not either. That sounds weird. Like a parasite that makes you
Love
want
cats? I don't know,
That
man.
just don't sound right to me.
It all started from the rodent thing.
Maybe that's how crazy cat ladies get started.
Maybe that's what's wrong with
That's
them.
what
Maybe.
That's
They
what I'm
got
saying.
toxoplasmosis.
You
That's
guys are
fair.
you guys are just repeating what I said. Give me a rewind.
I never listened.
You
I never
just-
listened to you, Randy. I'm sorry.
Is there a cure for it? Or
Is
it-
there?
No, that's the thing. There's
Can
not.
we cure cat ladies?
No.
Nope. They're
That's the
cat
thing.
ladies
There-
forever.
Fuck.
There's no cure for it.
Well,
Once
at
you
least
have
they
it,
want
you
the
got it.
cats there, I guess.
Yeah.
So
You
be
know.
safe with your cat shit.
Unless you really want
I'll
cats.
try not to get it near my eyes and mouth and
Yeah. Wear a hazmat
Man.
suit.
wear it or rub it in open wounds and shit.
With cats, it's
Yeah.
always like a gamble, man. You either get like a really nice cat, or you just get a shithead, the worst thing you ever had.
Mine's kind of in between. I don't know. It was really sweet when that's why part of the reason I agreed to bring it home, because it was so sweet and everything. It had spent its whole life. It was a kitten when I got it. And it had spent its whole 5 or 6 weeks outside. It had never been inside a house, so I was a little concerned, but it was really loving and gentle, and so I brought it home. But now I think it's getting like cooped up in my little apartment.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you can't really take cats on walks either. You don't put a leash on a cat
They
and
do
take it
make
outside.
them, though.
I
They
mean,
do make them. I'm not
Is
saying
that
you
a thing?
should. Oh,
Do
yeah.
people
yeah,
take
yeah.
cats for walks?
Absolutely.
Surely,
I've never
that's
seen
not
it.
a real thing.
Are you kidding me? Yes, absolutely. See, look, cat harnesses
No.
for walking. It's very, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
but
don't you see more people out
Hold on.
walking their cats?
because
Because it's
picture-
not something you should
picture the
do.
guy that's walking his cat.
Right. I'm
That's
not,
why.
Yeah, yeah.
though? You look like
You look like a
Okay.
crazy person.
Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna throw something
Feminine.
at you. Somebody's gonna throw something at you.
Yep.
Well,
And it's probably going to be cat shit.
I
Toxoplasmosis.
might need to give it a shot though.
There you go.
I'm
Take
man
it.
enough to walk my cat, y'all.
Yeah, you're very. You know that you're secure
I'm
with your
comfortable enough
sexuality.
with my sexuality.
Yes.
To walk my
Well, I'm gonna
cat.
be honest with you. It's probably gonna turn into cat dragon.
What?
Cat dragon.
Yeah. Have you ever known?
Oh,
what
like
kind of cat-
dragging
Yeah,
a
like
cat. Got
drag-
you. I thought. See, I thought the
dragging.
same thing.
Sorry,
Your
guys.
southern drawl.
My hick accent
dragon.
really got a hold of us on that one.
Fucking cat dragon flying around.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
pictured
dude.
like a cat with me. But
People walk
Yeah,
their
no,
lizards,
like-
dude. People walk like.
I have
No.
seen that. I have seen that.
Dude, I'm telling you, people walk their lizards.
Yeah, it's a thing.
How is that
It's
a
not
thing?
like super common, but it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Do they walk their goldfish too?
Maybe.
There's
Put
no
it-
way.
put it on
Look,
a
see, this
skateboard,
dude's
put the
walking
ball on
a
skateboard.
monitor or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, look at there.
He's not walking. He's laying there.
Okay, that one is, yeah, but the one right next to him is walking.
Yeah,
This-
because he probably just got
this
drugged half a
one-
mile. I'd walk if you
Look at
drugged me
that.
too.
There's that chick. Look at her.
This is not.
That's weird though. I, mean,
I feel
See?
like
real talk. That's fucking weird.
That's fucking
That's
weird.
I mean, if I
suspect.
see it in real, like,
Look, see, this
we're joking
motherfucker-
about it.
this
If I
little
see it in real
motherfucker's
life, I'm gonna
walking.
be like, you're weird.
Yeah,
Abso-
what's wrong
well,
with
yeah,
you?
for
What the
sure.
fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, no question. But homeboy's walking. See.
It sure is.
Yeah, I'm still not sold.
Whatever. What else?
You're
can you
looking
walk?
at physical.
What other kind of animals can you take for walks? Like,
Oh man.
If you could take a lizard for a walk, I imagine you could take anything for a walk.
I mean,
Armadillos,
Chickens,
raccoons,
turtles.
turtles.
Hey, speaking of turtles, Sarah said hi. By the way, she's gonna love I said that. No,
Nice.
she used to have a thing with, or still does, I guess, with turtles. Like she would always want to put lotion on their shells and like.
Why?
I don't know.
What?
What does that do?
I don't. She just
Makes them very slick.
thought they looked dry. I guess I don't know. Wanted to moisturize the turtles.
What?
Isn't that just like bone?
What?
She used to,
Yeah,
we used to
it's
talk about it all the time. Like we go to Spring River and she'd see a bunch of turtles and like, oh, I just want to rub lotion on their shells.
what?
She's gonna be pissed off on putting her on blast right now. But
That's
like,
their
so
natural.
gross.
Their natural thing is to not have
It's
lotion
not
on
be
their
moist,
back.
right?
Yeah.
Be ashy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're ashy ass
Like
turtles.
if they go in the water, that's just what they fucking do.
I'm
I don't
so
know.
confused.
Huh.
Sarah
That's
said
a-
that, by the way.
That's a.
Interesting.
I gotta.
don't know,
I gotta
man.
moisturize
That's-
this turtle.
It was always weird to me, but I was like, whatever. You're cute, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
I'll moisturize
You
turtles
can-
with
you
me.
can moisturize turtles.
Yeah. Maybe she meant like sunscreen.
What is
She
it?
said lotion.
I feel like that's less practical.
Is it?
What is a turtle shell gonna get sunburnt?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Them
maybe.
UV rays, man, holes in the ozone
Yeah.
and shit. You never know.
Yeah, you're the one with the internet. You tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let,
don't
us
know.
see.
I don't
Turtles
know.
get
Turtles.
sunburns, man.
I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe they can't.
A lot
I'd
of people.
imagine-
There's so many people that ask this question.
No way, dude.
Dude, hold on. Let me show
This
you.
is
Hold on,
actually a
wait.
thing.
Hold on, wait. Let me go back to the suggestions.
Somebody,
Look at how many people asked this
lots of
question.
people have asked this before.
What?
These are the people you teach, by the way.
Yeah. Oh shit. You ain't telling me nothing I
What? So
don't know.
turtles are more. Yeah. Okay.
Boat strikes. What does that have to do with sunscreen?
Nothing.
Turtle
Fucking
spa.
nothing. Can tortoises get sunburns? Let's see. Tortoise forum. So you know this is legit.
Okay.
Look
I'm
at all
liking
those
it.
turtles.
Yeah.
See. I think the answer is no on this forum too. Okay, I think.
Well, shit.
Well, you don't need
I'm a
sunscreen.
little
at least.
disappointed. I was hoping that
Then
they
why
would
the-
get sunburned.
Then why
like,
the fuck do the Teenage Ninja Turtles only come out at night?
Because they're sneaky.
So
They're
nobody
ninjas.
sees 'em, man.
They're ninjas, dude.
They're ninjas. They can-
incognito?
They just puff a smoke and they're gone, whether it's daylight or nighttime, right?
They're ninjas. What do you? I mean, what are you
They
gonna
come
do?
out during the day, some
Did they?
jumping around from roof to roof on nimbly bimbly
That makes sense. Yeah,
like a cat.
that's true.
I don't know, man.
When's the last time they came out with a Ninja Turtle movie? Oh, the
Oh,
new
A
one.
couple years
yeah.
ago, like
New
Megan
ones.
Fox,
2016.
April O'Neil, which
That's
I thought
terrible.
was fucking stupid.
Terrible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
it was
stupid.
bad.
She's hot. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, not April O'Neil.
No, she's not.
These are the daylight turtles.
Yeah.
Good
See, they're out in the
God.
daytime.
See, oh, that makes okay. Not getting sunburned too.
Probably.
I don't
yeah.
really like where they've taken the
Me
turtles. To be
either.
honest with you,
Me
I don't
either.
either.
I like the goofy
I
ones.
don't either. They're like, oh, I ain't gonna say.
Do you know-
I'm not gonna say what.
in the old comic, when it first started, they were all just super badass.
Really?
They all wore red. You
Oh.
couldn't tell them apart, and they were like legit, just
Mm-hmm.
like fucking shit up. They weren't goofy. It was the cartoon that made them goofy.
Mm.
The first one, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was what I grew up on.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was a comic till I was an adult,
Yeah.
and
And
now
they-
I found that out.
Yeah, they were legit badasses in the original comics.
If it'll load.
Still had the same story,
Oh,
but they were
shit.
just fucking like they were. Yeah, that's
oh
them.
shit. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
them.
They look a little
They
wonky,
are
but
all
I'm
wearing
digging
red.
it.
Did you
Yeah.
read that? Did you read the comics?
No,
Or you just know a lot.
and I know
Just
some
know some
things.
stuff.
He's
Things.
cultured.
I know a little bit of things about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I know just enough to be dangerous, like toxoplasmosis, red Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Now I
that's
know
very
that
fair.
turtles don't get sunburned.
So yeah, these turtles are safe. They can go out during the daytime.
Yeah, just adding that to my repertoire.
Wow, yeah, these are badass. Shit.
I told you they were
That's
fucking
it.
shit up then, man.
Okay.
You
Okay.
couldn't tell them apart then either. They were just constant.
Just by their weapons.
Yeah, fucking shit
I
up.
I'm
guess
digging
they
it.
changed their colors to like differentiate between the different turtles.
Yeah.
the
They must
personalities
have,
that
yeah,
they
for,
started
like,
giving them.
TV, presenting them
Yep.
on
Yep.
TV.
That's where they started to split.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Made
Were
them
they
more
all like? Did
characters.
they all have the same names in the comics? Do you know?
Yeah.
Was it Leonardo
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
all that?
Yeah. All the same names. all named after the
Artists.
golden age artists,
cool.
Mhm.
artistes. Same stories. Trying to take out Shredder. That whole song and dance.
So y'all are quite a bit younger. What's some cartoons y'all grew up watching?
I'm not that
man.
much younger.
How old are you?
32.
32. Yeah. Okay.
I grew
What
up
about you?
on, of course, SpongeBob. The OG.
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit's been out for what, 20 years?
20
or
years
something?
now. Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
been a while.
What the fuck, SpongeBob?
SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron. What else? Mr. Meaty. Yeah, there he is.
What is Mr. Meaty?
Oh God. Yeah, let me show you
Let's
Mr.
see
Meaty.
Mr. Meaty.
Do you know Mr. Meaty?
That sounds dirty.
This is why I'm fucked up now.
sounds like
these
one of
fucking
what's that
guys.
fucking animated porn shit that.
That's what I.
Hentai.
That's what- yeah.
These guys are so fucking nasty.
Look at that dude's lips.
Yeah, man.
Weird. That's racist right there. They just colored him white, but he's actually a black guy.
See, look, Mr. Meaty was it was nasty.
Interesting. I've never heard of Mr. Meaty.
That's very you're probably fortunate to not have heard of Mr. Meaty. What about Chowder? Y'all heard about Chowder?
Actually, I've watched one or two episodes of that.
I loved
Yeah.
Chowder.
I've had clam chowder.
Okay, that's close.
did
They
too.
are named after food, So I think. Oh
I
God.
had clam chowder last night at your mom's house.
Did you?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Was it tasty?
not really.
I would imagine. So. I
Smelled.
don't think my mom knows how to cook clams.
Oh, she didn't cook them.
She knows how to steam a good clam. That was a. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Chowder.
Chowder. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Is a little
Look, he's
cat
got
bear
baloney
thing.
nipples.
Yeah,
I mean, that's inappropriate.
No, a lot of the shit was
That's
kind
inappropriate.
of not kind of little inappropriate.
And then baloney nipples.
We had baloney nipples on Chowder.
Yeah.
What are kid shows like these days?
Dude, fucking crazy.
I haven't seen
Uncle
any of these
Grandpa
days.
stands out in my mind as being one.
That show
just-
is pretty fucking crazy.
Uncle Grandpa?
Mhm.
Dude,
Yeah. Uncle.
it's like next.
You can
What's wrong with this?
that twist
Why?
down
What am I supposed to do?
there on the butt end down
That's
there.
what you're supposed to do. That's the whole gag of the
twist,
podcast.
Twist that guy up. He'll hold
Which way?
the way that's tight. Make it tighter.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Oh, it's getting so tight.
Okay.
That's what it
Speaking of
takes.
Randy's mom.
You gotta get.
Yeah.
You gotta get in there.
Alright,
So yeah, this
alright.
is Uncle Grandpa.
Dude, his best friend's like a slice of
Yeah,
pizza.
his name is Pizza
and-
Steve, and this
How does
is
that work?
Gus, I think.
I don't know.
Is he imagining that?
That's the kind of shit. Like, I
It's-
try not to be overbearing with my kids,
Mhm.
but like, I won't let them watch stuff like that.
That's
I just feel like that's too far out.
even the name Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strange,
That's weird.
Where
stuff
does he
behind
live? Louisiana?
that. Probably in Arkansas.
Mississippi. Yeah.
Mississippi?
Yeah.
I grew up on a regular show. I still love that show.
You know what? That's a funny show.
But yeah, I love that show still. Like,
I've watched it a few times with my son. I'm like, this is
Mhm.
actually not that bad.
Yeah.
What's regular
It's
show?
weird.
you never
but,
seen
like,
regular show?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, it's
I
like
don't know what
Missing
any
out.
of this is.
man, yeah,
You're
regular
gonna have
show's
to catch
great.
up on your cartoons.
Yeah, that's one that I would actually recommend as like a good show to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the charger?
Everybody loves what's that one? Adventure Time.
It's good.
People love obsess about it.
Yeah,
That's one with the dog, right?
Yes, yeah. I think it's good, but not like. I don't know. I think it's a little overhyped.
You think?
Yeah, but I mean, it's good.
Actually,
I like it.
not to be a poser or anything. I hate wearing out in public, but I got a shirt
Mhm.
from that show.
From Adventure Time.
Well, I ordered a shirt from like Shirt Punch or something, and
Mm-hmm.
they sent me a free one. if I said it, was, clicked send me a free shirt.
Yeah.
And it was this fucking Adventure Time shirt, and I'm like, oh, that sucks, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's an undershirt, so.
Yeah. There you go. Practical.
But that's it. It's kind of even that show. As much as people love it, was kind of too much for me.
Really?
Yeah, it was just too far out there.
Yeah,
man.
I get you. I
Not
get you.
that if my son decided he wanted to watch it, I probably wouldn't say no. But like, me personally, man, it's just too weird.
Yeah. So whenever I'd go to Tennessee to go see my grandfather, he's a very religious man, sweet man, love him to death, right? But I used to watch this show called the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Dude, I know that show.
Fucking amazing show.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It was dark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever I'd go over there, I'd want to watch it so bad. My grandpa wouldn't let me because it had the Grim Reaper in it. And
Sounds familiar.
he was a
That's my
Jamaican
family
man.
right there.
Yeah, he was a Jamaican Grim Reaper man.
What?
It's great. Yeah, dude. This show is fucking crazy, too.
He doesn't look Jamaican.
Well, you'd have to hear him.
He eats goat.
Racist.
Maybe he does.
All Jamaicans look the same. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
All deaths look the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
I think so.
All the Grim Reapers look the same.
Yeah. I've drawn plenty of them in my day.
Did you draw one like this?
No.
More cartoony. You should.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
Get that tatted.
Give it to him.
Yeah. If you give it to me for free, I'll take it.
Okay.
Done.
Pet.
Making dreams come true.
Thank you.
That's what we do.
Thank
Easy
you.
enough.
Yeah, I want to get some more ink anyways, man.
You should.
What tattoos do you have?
I've only got one, and it's matching with my mom. She called me F-bomb when I was growing up.
No shit.
And we
F-bomb.
got
that's
matching
cool.
bomb tattoos there.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
F-bomb. That's a cool nickname.
Yeah,
growing up,
right?
dude.
For
yeah.
a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, my name's Mitch, right? And I got called bitch.
of course.
You know, that's
course.
not cool.
It's that's just so
F-bomb is
easy
cool.
though.
It is. That was a give me.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like, be a little bit more creative, fucker. No.
You can get away
Oh,
with
my
that
God, I
for the
fucking
first
hated
couple
it,
years.
though.
Yeah.
I hated my name for a long time because of that.
Yeah, I get that.
You know.
Mine's just a little too complex for whenever I was in, like middle school and stuff, for them to really make fun of me for a name,
Yeah.
Felix, what do you turn that into? Double
The
Helix.
Felix the cat.
Felix
Yeah.
the cat, I
Is that-
hear a lot, but
yeah.
not from kids. It's like,
Well, because it's an old shit.
yeah. And, whenever I'm at work, whenever I'm talking to old people, I'm like, hey, or meeting them, I'm like, hey, yeah, my name's Felix. I'm with the activities. Yes, like Felix the cat. Da, da, da. So it helps them remember it.
Yeah.
So I've
Makes
kind of
sense.
accepted my role as Felix the cat.
That's the first thing I always think of when I think of Felix.
Of course.
That's a cool ass name, though.
I always
And
think
it's
of the
spelled
clock.
differently,
Name.
too.
How you spell it?
Felix. Instead of Felix.
Felix. Like phallics. Oh.
There it is.
shit!
There it is.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking cry now.
You've been spending too much
What the
time in
hell?
middle school. Well,
Do you have any funny stories that you're allowed to tell from middle school experience? Well, not like
I
your
can tell all
middle
my stories. I just can't use names.
Right,
like
okay.
that.
I wasn't sure, like, if, got you.
I don't know, man. My most favorite thing that just happened recently was we were talking about observations and inferences,
Mm-hmm.
and my task was to take a candle, right, and light it, and just have them observe, and then I took the candle and took a bite of it while it was still lit. I know that sounds
That's
crazy.
fucking metal. Oh, my
Now-
God.
all right.
What other teachers doing that?
What they didn't know was that the candle was a cheese stick that I made it look like a candle,
Mhm.
right? I shaved the end off to come to a point, and then I stuck a slivered almond in the end of it. And I lit it, and it'll burn, like, because
Yeah.
there's oils in
Uh-huh.
there, and
Right.
it burned. And, like, no other teachers did this, but, like, well,
Yeah.
one other did, but maybe. But while it was still lit, I went ahead and
Oh, my God.
lit it all. And you could see their little brains popping all over the place. And it was an awesome experience for me. It was, that was kind of my first really fun science.
Dude, I would have lost my fucking mind.
No, it was fun. It
Yeah,
was cool.
that's awesome.
And then, of course, they got mad at me because they were hating real bad because I wouldn't tell them, like, what it was.
I just ate a candle.
A couple of them got it right, but I didn't tell them. I got some. Sadly, man, most of my stories that stick with me are more sad than anything.
Oh, yeah, for
You
sure.
know?
Well,
For
I'm
sure. I
Those
get that.
pack a punch, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I don't really want to go
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's totally.
Maybe
yeah.
later, but
It's all good, man.
you
I don't
know,
want to make you sad.
keep
This
the
is
laughs
happy.
rolling.
This is a happy podcast
yeah, it's a happy one.
where we talk about turtle sunburns
I
and
have to get a tattoo of a tear right here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's how sad.
I won't ask
that's how
about.
sad the shit is.
I'm not gonna ask about the
But-
tear tattoo.
You know, I mean, I've seen and heard some awful
Of course,
things.
of course, yeah.
Because I always, taught in
Mm-hmm.
really poor neighborhoods, and it's just some bad shit over there. Man.
Sadly, man.
I'm sure something will come to me soon, but That was the only thing that I can think of recently.
Yeah, I would have.
The candle thing.
That
was fun. I think I had more fun than they did with it. Like I couldn't.
They were just trying to figure out what it was. Is that their task? Okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
And they're to infer. They had to observe and then infer what they thought it was and what happened. A few of them got it right, but you know.
Middle school's too young for the like cutting rats apart, right?
Actually, we're dissecting frogs.
Ooh.
I think before Christmas, right before Christmas.
Wow.
Nice.
I never got to dissect anything.
You didn't?
What?
No, you're kidding.
No, we didn't.
Come on, Maumelle School District.
We didn't have the funds. Well, I was a charter school, so we had to fund ourselves.
Fancy pants over
Like,
here.
Oh.
The school didn't get government support. They had to do it off like donations and profit they make from.
And that's what they want to do with the fucking school system now is take it to a charter system, right?
Yep. I don't know if that changes
sad.
government intervention or not, if they change all the school systems or whatever,
I don't
but
know either.
yeah, that's how it was. And we didn't
I got
have
a lot
too
to
much.
say about our education system that I'll just keep to myself. But
Hey, feel free to open it up. I'd love to hear
well,
The
it
people
sucks.
in the
It sucks.
it. Yeah. It's
Our education system's a hot mess, man. Like,
yeah. That
Isn't Arkansas
Really?
one of the lower like
Oh, yeah.
education rates or whatever?
Mississippi's always like dead last, and we're just like
Yeah.
one or two above that. You know, Arkansas education's awful, but it's not even just Arkansas; it's the entire nation.
Yeah.
Is
how do you turn it around though?
chaotic, and it's
How do you fix
How
it?
can you?
dude
You would
If
know.
I
You would know
knew,
better than
I would be
anyone
preaching
for sure.
it.
But
from the mountaintops,
Yeah.
but I think everybody's the powers that be a lot of them have never been in a classroom.
Yeah.
So they're making policies and rules for everyone else to follow, but they don't know what it's like to be in the trenches with the kids.
yeah.
Um,
So the government officials is the first start. You think?
yeah, absolutely. You know, I don't know how giving power to the teachers would work. You know, and I know Little Rock's going through some serious stuff right now. Have y'all heard about this? Little Rock School District. I mean, they're talking about like the teachers going on strike because they're talking about
Sheesh.
doing like, it's the state took over the district 5 years ago, and there's been no improvement.
I did hear about in New York. I think I heard about a bunch of teachers going on strike.
Chicago.
Was it Chicago?
Okay. Yeah, recently.
Oh, the murder capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're striking up there, and they're talking about striking down here because they won't return power back to the district, and after they took over for 5 years, and there's been no improvement, and they're essentially they're segregating the district again.
Sheesh.
Because they're saying, well, the district or the state will run the poor schools, and that's where most of the African American community lives. And then the schools where they're having high performance test scores and are being more successful, they're going to give control back to the district for those schools, essentially splitting it into black schools and white schools. And that's the main issue right now that's going on in Little Rock.
Oh,
Holy fuck!
Yeah, and it's kind of a big deal.
Full circle.
yeah.
Yeah.
With the
60-something years later, we're right back where we started almost.
it's fucked up.
So
With the Chicago one, I've got it pulled up here. It says 26,000 CPS teachers and 8,000 support staff workers, including custodians, special education assistants, and bus aides, remain on strike. This is for the fourth day.
yeah,
26,000 teachers.
4 days. What's the date on this article? Is it
Hello, come on.
from?
7 minutes ago.
wow.
Oh, shit.
Holy
That's
shit.
pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the freshest.
Yeah. Yeah. If I saw that meat in the market,
Yeah,
I would buy it.
I mean, I don't know what's really going on up there, but I hope they get it figured out.
For sure.
So is
know,
are you guys unionized then, or you just banding
They
together?
are, yeah. I don't the district I'm in now is not, but Little Rock is unionized, and they're trying to dismantle the union, I believe.
Well, yeah.
They don't want to. They want to get rid of it. The state does.
Of course they do.
So,
Sure.
I don't know. They're just trying to fuck everybody over, and that, like I hit the 5-year mark in my career, and that's when they say you either make it or you don't. Most teachers, if they're going to quit teaching, do it within that first 5 years. I hit that 5-year mark and came this close, man, to quit and giving it up. I was like, fuck this shit. It ain't worth it. But I had a friend across the river in another district, and I was like, let me give this one more shot, you know, and I've been loving it.
It's great.
I think it's just the Little Rock School District is just, it's just a mess.
Let me ask you this: how does that affect the kids if the teachers were to go on strike?
Well, I mean, obviously they're not getting any education for however long that's going on. I mean, if it was just a few days, it's not going to make that big of an impact. But if it goes on for months, I mean, obviously these kids are getting nothing,
right?
You know, and they're getting just left behind. And I don't know what you would do if it goes on for that long. How do you get them caught up, or do you pass them on to the next grade, or I don't know.
That's crazy.
Like,
because they're innocent in the situation.
Yeah.
They don't have anything to do with any of it.
No, they don't.
They're the ones that are
in the crossfire
suffering as well.
Suffering,
they're caught in the crossfire, and they're the ones fucked.
So, you know, if teachers are striking and nobody becomes a teacher for the paycheck, that's
right.
for damn sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We're there because we love kids. So if you know that if teachers are on strike, that it's something serious because
sure.
we love our students.
Well, that's really what I was trying to lead to. At that point, can't, like, whoever's running the show, can't they just basically hold the kids hostage?
I mean, to a degree,
that's tough.
I believe so. I mean,
wow.
Ugh. So
that's a sticky situation.
That's a hot mess, dude. Like, grown-ups, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I like you two guys.
Thank you.
And there's a few others out there that are okay, but I really hate grown-ups.
Yeah,
that's why part of the reason I wanted to teach kids, man, because they're cool and funny and laid back, and grown-ups are assholes.
That's a very, very good statement, actually.
Yeah,
grown-ups are just assholes.
They are, man.
Yeah.
People are fucked up,
jaded.
I try, like, I'm almost a damn hermit, agoraphobic motherfucker, because I don't want to go out.
Yeah,
I don't want to run into some stupid ass piece of shit. You know, want to shoot the place up, or
God,
just interacting with dumb people in general.
There's
I have
a
no
lot
patience
of those.
for it, man.
There's a lot of those.
Dumb.
Jesus.
Driving out, like, I can barely make it to work on a daily basis without somebody running my ass over. You know?
Yeah. Me.
People get behind the wheel and they're idiots.
That's so stupid.
There's a lot of dumb people. I don't believe that.
It's true.
I mean, I don't believe it either, because your car drives its fucking self.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, yeah.
How can you fuck that up?
Because I'm not paying attention at all.
Elon Musk drives your car for you.
His robots do.
Yeah.
Damn, you've got like a robot butler.
Dude's got a
robot chauffeur.
James Bond car. That's what I told you when I drove it that time.
Dude,
he let me drive his car right after I got, which I don't remember what. The Star Wars tattoo, and which was dope, by the way. That's a badass
amazing.
car. Yeah, I fucking love it.
God.
He's like, hey, check this out after we got back.
Yeah.
He gets out and gets his phone and backs it out. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Fucking James Bond over here.
It just needs missiles.
Dude, yeah.
A grappling hook.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm working on those upgrades.
Get the submarine package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
the wings.
I got to drive that shit last week. Life changing.
Yeah, he drove for the first time just
Amazing.
last
They're
week.
worth it, dude.
Yeah.
They're worth the price.
And he tried to get me to do like the autopilot mode.
He wouldn't do it.
I don't feel it, man.
He wouldn't
It's
do it.
Remind me what that is.
like
Where
drives itself.
Drives
Where
itself.
you're like driving down the road and take your hands off the wheel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it goes.
I don't know that I would.
I did it for like 10 seconds, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck this, dude.
Maybe
I
on
didn't like it.
the highway or something, but
Still, man, I don't-
like surface roads. I wouldn't want to do that.
I do it, man. I
Like, all
I
right,
kick
so-
it. Like, I pull out of my neighborhood and get on this road.
The boulevard.
Yeah, well,
Gotcha.
the one.
main road out
Oh,
here.
I get on. I get on.
yeah.
I get on the road where
That
it actually
one.
has roads.
Got you. Yeah.
That's not a neighborhood road.
Got
And I
you.
kick it in autopilot, and I'm just on my phone
Dude.
Bullshit. All
How
the way to
the
work.
the whole way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
serious?
There's two spots. There's a spot where I pull on the boulevard that I got to take control for a second,
Yeah.
and then there's the spot where I'm pulling into the tattoo studio where I have to take over.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm just not paying attention to
dude.
dick.
Mm-mm.
Let him drive
That's
his
Fuck that.
mind-boggling.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not into it.
And
you're
I should.
you're putting your life in the hands of
Exactly.
a machine that
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
how much
technology
like yeah, shit
fails
fucks
us
up.
on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling you guys. That's why.
That technology fails on a regular basis?
I'm telling you, I should not be on the road.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
back
I
around.
forgot that's what we were talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Also, you guys are talking to someone who's had their license suspended probably 3 times now.
That's true. How can you get your
sad,
license
dude.
suspended if you aren't driving?
For what?
Mostly speeding tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Not paying them?
No, just too many.
Really? They'll suspend your license if you get like a whole bunch?
Arkansas has a point system.
So, yeah, I did know that.
So a ticket is so many points depending on basically how much you were going over.
You get so many points and they take your license. I guess that makes sense.
They always send you the warning letter. Driver control. They'll send you a warning letter that says, "Hey, you're fucking up."
And you're like, "Fuck this shit."
Hey man, if I had a Tesla, I'd do the same fucking thing.
Multiple times.
Same fucking thing.
These were just in like all the shit cars I grew up with though.
True.
I mean, I probably owned 40 fucking vehicles in my lifetime.
Are you serious?
Oh man,
He just fucks them up.
I've gone through them.
Damn.
But most of them have just been. I mean, I didn't have much up until maybe the last 6 or 8 years of my life, you know. So
Yeah.
it was just bullshit cars that I could pay $200 cash for and drive away.
What was that tan when you had the CRX or CRV or
That was a Santa Fe.
the Santa Fe? Yeah.
Yeah,
Super.
I bought that one off my mother. So I had gotten my vehicle repoed after I got laid off, and then I went without a vehicle for a long time, back in what I like to call the dark days.
We've all had those.
And then that was when I started to get back on the horse. I bought that. But I went from that, so I was driving back and forth to Louisiana. I had started my job then. I was driving back and forth to Louisiana in that, and it was like July, and the air went out in it.
Oh my god.
And I said, fuck this. And I drove straight to the Lexus place from offshore, and I said, give me the fanciest thing you got. And then they said, it's this much money. And I said, never mind. And that's when I bought my...
sound like a baller.
that's when I bought my CT.
See,
Right.
usually it's like whenever you have to ask, you can't afford it. But you didn't even ask, and you still couldn't afford it. So that's
I've lived
I
my whole
respect
life
that.
like that, though.
I respect that.
I lived my whole life
That's
like
bold.
that.
It is,
That's
man.
bold.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like you got to, you know? You gotta roll the dice every once in a while.
Mm,
I'm probably always going to be poor.
Feel that.
Sucks, you know.
feel that. But as long as
I
you're
got
happy.
kids. That's part
That's
of that's
it.
part of my
That's
thing. I
it
have
right
kids.
there.
And I was thinking about that on the way over. Like, you know, I see you living the life. You know, as compared to what I'm doing. You know, and that's because you ain't got no kids, man.
That's so. Whenever I'm tattooing, it always comes up. Of course, how long you been doing this? Blah blah blah. That leads to, well, it's a part-time gig. Well, here's my real gig, and that always turns into, oh, you married? You got kids?
Right.
'Cause That's
It's
where
inevitable.
Yeah, that's where it always goes.
Got dogs.
Because if you got those two things, then they're like, oh, well, you don't have any money then.
No, that's real talk right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I spend every dime I make almost on my kids. You know, and making
Yeah.
sure they're having fun and occupied,
Mm-hmm.
and
For sure.
not bothering the shit out of me all the time.
Right.
Dad.
Yeah.
No, my son is driving me nuts, dude. He's like, Dad, 20 fucking times a day.
That's kids.
Yeah.
But I love him.
Of course.
Right.
You
But he
people,
drives me fucking
I was going to say, the
crazy.
people you love are probably the ones that are going to drive you the most fucking insane.
I used to love Louis C.K. He would talk mad shit about his
Mhm.
kids. You
I
know,
love-
it
yeah.
was fucking hilarious. He kind of creeped me out with the whole jerking off thing.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
People are
I was
into
bummed to
things.
hear that, you know, but still funny guy.
Mhm.
But he loves making fun of his kids. And
Well,
talking
yeah.
about how much he fucking hates them. But, you know, I relate to that.
Mhm.
Like, there's times I just want to, like, smack the shit out of my son. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
See,
God, can you give me 5 fucking minutes? But I just put a smile on my face. Yes, son.
Mm-hmm.
see, I'm selfish enough that I don't know that I could do that. That's why I don't want to have kids, man.
Well, don't.
Don't ever.
You just live the life, man.
It seems to be the route for me, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I want kids at some point, like later on.
It's a fun thing. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like rewarding in its own way.
I want to turn him into like a little me, you know,
Yeah.
just a little
Absolutely.
mouthy shithead running around.
That's so dangerous.
I know.
Yeah. I know it can be.
Mhm.
but-
I cannot imagine another me though. That's Highlander. There can only be one, right?
There can only be
I gotta
one.
cut that kid's head off.
I think you'll have one day.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I can't see Randy as the dad type.
It'll be an accident.
Oh.
It'll be an accident.
I've had a few scares, but
It's coming.
you
It's
know,
coming. No pun intended.
it no me.
No, man, it's cool though. I like being a dad. It's cool.
I think you have to. I think that's a job that everyone says, right? Like it's life changing.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't, then
Well, it's like, you live your life for you.
sure.
And then at the second that child comes out, it's not about you anymore. And it was a really difficult transition for me, actually, because I was a pretty selfish motherfucker. And so it was hard at first, but it is, you're giving up everything for them.
Here's a question with that. Do you think it would have been easier had you had him when you were younger? Because you were in your what?
Thought about that. I was 30 when Jude was born.
So yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think you were pretty well established in what you were doing, right?
Well,
Oh wait, you were in
Oh,
that
no.
transition with school, right?
actually, not really, man. Like,
Or was that before?
I was on the streets till I was 24. I was a fucking junkie.
Mm-hmm.
I was a meth addict until I was 24, and then just did odd jobs. And it wasn't until he was born, really, that kicked my ass into high gear. Like, all right, I got to do something. Yeah, I was in college, but didn't really know what I wanted to do. And it wasn't until he was born that I was like, all right, I got to buckle down and finish school so I can get my career going.
Yeah, that's the same way my dad was too. He was, poly, just did whatever drugs came to him. He was all about that shit, right? And then I popped up out of nowhere.
And everything changes.
Everything
Just
changed.
like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would have been easier if you did it earlier, or if you had done
I think
it
it'd have
later?
been way harder, man. Like, if I had not dodged a couple of bullets in my early 20s, dude, I think I probably wouldn't have a college degree now. I don't know what my life... I've thought about that quite a bit, actually. I don't know what my life would be like if I had had kids. Very different, I imagine.
Yeah, how could you? How could
I
you
don't
know?
What about if you still had none out?
Oh, God. I don't know. That's a good question.
That's the shit that I think about.
I think I probably would have finished college and probably had a career, and I think I would probably just have more money, really. I would have a lot more tattoos.
Yeah.
I was talking recently to somebody about that. Like, I used to get a few tattoos a year for years growing up, and
Me too.
then, yeah, I can tell. And then the last probably decade, it's very few and far between because all my money goes to them, or fucking child support.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that shit,
Yeah.
but I get it. And I pay mine. Child support enforcement, I pay it.
Good. Yes. Any government agents listening?
Yes.
He pays.
I know
his
y'all are
child
worldwide
support.
with this shit.
Oh yeah, dude, we're booming everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Got fans in Russia.
Popping
and
off.
fucking Ethiopia.
Oh, we do have a few
We
in
do.
the UK.
We.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, UK folk?
Hey yo, we
Hey.
love you.
Whoever's out there. We had one guy in New Zealand that listened to one show. Shout out to him.
Shout
I hope he
out.
comes back.
Hey,
Shout
fucking
out New
Kiwi.
Zealand, man.
I'm sure I ran him off with
Love you.
saying
Such a
something
Kiwi
stupid.
fan.
Something. He probably heard me say something. He
Probably about New Zealanders, honestly.
Probably heard something about cat dragon.
Cat dragon.
He's like,
Dragon
I
him
can't-
cat.
I
It's
can't
probably
handle
he's
this.
like, man, this dude really thinks turtles get fucking sunburns. I'm out of here. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what happens when you run a show where you just get a little
sauced
slish
up.
slosh.
Hey,
But it's a good time. It's fun.
You get hangovers.
I try to avoid them as much as possible.
Like, in what way? How do you
Hydrate.
just drink a lot of water while you're drinking your beers?
Or like before you go to bed, just chug as much as you can hold
Yeah,
down.
That never really worked for me. Like, I did that for a while. I would drink like a half gallon of fucking water and take 3 Aleve, before I passed out. But I would still wake up fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason I quit drinking. Like, it's just not worth it to me anymore. Because, like I told Felix earlier, like, if I smell that shit, I'm gonna have a fucking hangover.
It gets worse and worse as you get older.
It
for
does.
Yeah.
sure.
It does.
see,
I've noticed that.
At least the
I-
recovery part, like where early 20s I could wake up still drunk and go to work, after going to bed at 5, getting up at 7.
Yeah.
I would
Sloshed.
literally die
yeah,
if I did that today.
man, yeah.
Slosh down a
I've
little
never
hair of the dog.
experienced like a killer hangover.
Hangover,
It's just
really?
been like, I mean, like I'll have like like a headache and be like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
but nothing like people
I always
talk about it
hated you
being
fuckers,
awful.
man.
We were talking earlier,
But
though.
I think
this
it's just
kid knows
'cause-
his limits.
I think
though.
it's just
that's the
yeah,
difference.
Yeah, that too.
There you go.
That too.
We were
That
talking
makes a
about
difference.
we were
Yeah.
talking about throwing up while you're drinking, and he said he usually stops when he does it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Me,
that helps.
Just
Get
makes
some
more
of that
room
out
to
of your
put
system.
more in.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm an easy
I
puke.
was so bad at one point. Like, I would drink so fast. I would have, like, you know, I would go through a 30-pack in a night by
Fuck.
myself. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I would drink so many so fast that I had to, and I got good at, like, I could make myself
Mhm.
throw up
Mhm.
just to empty my stomach so I could drink more beer.
Yeah.
Like,
Sheesh.
that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm going to get fucking hungover, like, really bad.
Mhm.
But
That's the catch.
still, man, even if I had 4 or 5, like, I would wake up feeling like I wanted to die.
Mhm.
I hate it. I hate that.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably good, you know, because now you don't want to drink anymore. And drinking, what does it really do for you?
Makes you stupid.
It makes you stupid.
You know what though? Like, I don't mind people drink. You know, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
seeing a girl right now, and I
Mhm.
told her right off the bat, I was like, I don't drink. You know, I do my thing. You
Mhm.
know, I don't mind if you drink as long as you don't get sloppy. I don't.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
people are grown; they can do what they want. You
Exactly.
know, as long as you know your limits
Mhm.
and stick to that, and don't get fucking sloppy. I ain't trying to babysit nobody.
Mhm. God, I hate that shit.
It's not fun. It's
Yeah.
not good times.
That's really, I think that's what taught me like the most and taught me more of my limits. When I was
yeah.
younger, it was balls to the wall.
Balls to the
Fuck
fucking
you
wall,
all, you
dude.
know.
As hard as we can go.
But like, I don't know. Probably with once I started really getting my shit together, you know, 5 or 6 years.
Mhm.
Even when I was first starting out, it was
Yeah.
fucking wild. But
Yeah.
well, maybe like 3-4 years in now, I'm a little better at it.
I think part of it also is like, you know, we're looking to lose those inhibitions.
Mhm.
That's why we, you know, when you're young, you're insecure
Mhm.
and all that shit.
But it can
And
also bring
so
those out, man. It just depends on how you
the
take
person.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like another thing like you were talking about that has made me not want to drink in like ridiculous excess is because I've had to be the babysitter so many fucking times,
Awful.
and I don't want to have someone babysit me, you know, because it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It just ruins the whole fucking
Mhm.
night, man.
Yep. And so yeah,
You know?
I don't want to be like that.
See, I think that makes me like when I do get sloppy. I
Mhm.
think that makes me more of a shithead because I know what it's like to babysit someone.
Mhm.
So then, whenever I am that sloppy, I need a babysitter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't want someone to babysit me, so I get aggressive.
Yeah.
because that's
why
all
I don't.
drunk me
I've
knows
known
how to
some
do.
people like
That's
that,
why I don't
you
do
know, like,
that.
Violently, leave
Yeah.
me the fuck alone. You know,
Yeah.
let me be sloppy.
I'm a grown man. Get off me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need no help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stumble upstairs, fall and bust my nose. Fuck you.
Yeah. I hurt myself on my own damn time.
Yep.
Yeah. I got pretty sloppy a little while back. The last time I was coming home, I ended up with a night in Madrid.
Mhm.
See,
And
dude,
a bunch
listen
of
at
us,
you.
a bunch of us went out.
Talking about I ain't a world traveler.
I
I was in Madrid the other day.
Yeah, I got really drunk in Madrid. I was so sloppy, it was crazy. In
didn't say
Madrid,
that.
by the way.
I didn't say I wasn't a world traveler.
No,
I
do you
said-
happen to know where Madrid is?
Usually it's not for fun.
Show me on a globe. Where
We can pull up a map.
Shit.
so you got sloppy.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I got pretty sloppy in Madrid.
Well, I would too, man. If I'm in Madrid, I don't drink. I'm getting fucking sloppy drunk.
When in Madrid?
When in Madrid, do as the Madridians.
I mean, that's pretty much what I
That's a
said.
thing.
But it's still, I almost missed my flight over it.
Oof.
Yeah, that's not good.
The flight coming home.
Yeah.
You know, and then
was dumb.
super hungover again. The older I get, the worse it gets.
Regretting it the whole
Just
way home.
Pissed off
Yep.
at the world. Leave me the fuck alone. Trying to get through fucking airport security. I look like this, which a lot of people in Madrid don't. So
Uh-huh.
I'm getting stopped by the fucking
Yeah, I bet.
Spanish army, and they're taking my fucking passport and looking it over and talking in the walkie-talkie. And I'm like, dude, is there a fucking problem? And they're like,
That really happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a for real thing. And he would, clear as day. I'm walking up to security, and he's before security. And he was like, so I went over there. He was like, hey, where's your passport? So I handed him my passport. He had more of an accent than that.
I'm sure he did.
But then he's talking in his walkie-talkie, right? He's speaking Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, is there a problem? And he said, no English. And I'm like, fuck
You just
you,
spoke
man.
it.
Fuck you.
Sorry, friend.
Like, clearly, you know the word passport.
Yeah.
No English.
You know the word no English.
No
You say,
English.
Problema?
My Spanish is horrible.
Well,
I did learn that.
I know enough to get by. I can ask where the bathroom is for a glass of water.
I can ask them. I can tell them backpack.
Where's the closest hooer house?
I can say shoes.
I'm just kidding. I don't know how to say that. I
That's-
should probably learn it, though.
Yeah.
when I was there, so we're walking through. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically where all the tourists go.
Oh.
And it's pretty late. We got in pretty late, so it's pretty late. We're walking through, and apparently people just run up to you all the time, and they're trying to help
Yeah.
guide you and trying to make a little pocket money doing it. And I guess some of the clubs pay them to do that. Like, the more people they can bring, they get a little cut of it. So this girl comes up, and she's speaking fantastic fucking English. Turns out she's from somewhere in South America. But point of the story, she took us to this horrible whorehouse. And I'm with these dudes that I work with who are just other. There's a couple dudes from Europe, and then some dudes from Texas, dudes from Louisiana, from around the area, right? I'm the fucking freak show. So
Yeah.
I'm the one all these girls are coming to, like, touching me and, like, let's go back here. And I'm like, get the...
Were any of them cute?
No. Terrible. Terrible.
I've never paid for sex.
That's respectable.
Felix?
No, not well. I mean, unless you consider like whining, unless you consider whining and dining a bitch, paying
No,
for sex.
yeah, it's just about the same thing.
Yeah,
It is.
there you
It
go.
is.
Then you know what?
Like,
You
buy
wouldn't have
this
got it
girl-
without that.
You know what? I might have paid for sex plenty of
I
times.
have too, if we're going to take that in consideration. Man.
Yeah, but if not, then no.
At least got my dick sucked a few times.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If
Sorry,
anybody's
God.
listening.
For some whining and dining? I feel like that's fair.
Or
I hate,
cold,
I
hard
hate
cash.
the fact that
That's what you call it, trade.
I can't just talk about whatever I want to talk about. I feel like I'm paranoid, dude. I fucking hate it.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm fucking paranoid.
It's
Very
okay.
understandable.
That's not fun.
I know.
It's like babysitting a drunk motherfucker.
That's right.
It's not.
It's not the.
It's not that bad.
You don't want that drunk person to die. You don't want your career to die.
What do y'all think about? We're gonna get recreational marijuana in 2020.
Ooh.
Hot topic.
I think it's a.
If-
I think
it's coming soon.
think
If
it's
not
hope so.
2020, soon after.
There's a big push for it right now.
I think so, too.
In 2020.
I mean, we live in one of the most backwoods states of the union.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
did get medical.
We did. It took them
Yeah,
2
but
years to roll the shit out after we
Right,
voted
yeah.
it in.
But we did get it.
there was other places that already had recreational in place before
Well,
that
sure,
even started
yeah.
happening.
Much more progressive places.
I was
Sure.
in Denver over the summer,
Mhm.
dude. Fucking, I'm sure y'all been, but
No.
if you haven't, you
I
should
actually-
try to make it because it's gorgeous.
I've been there a couple times, but I just recently got back from there. I was there
Really?
a couple weeks ago.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I was there in July, and of course, it's legal,
Mhm.
and it's just it's a completely different culture. It's a non-issue
Yeah.
there,
Uh-huh.
whereas here it's like this big fucking deal, and it's just it's so much different, and it's weird to like walk into a dispensary. Not that I ever have. And buy, pot and walk outside and smoke it on the street corner. And
So, one of the guys I work with just got back from Vegas, and he said the new thing out there is they're setting up basically like weed bars. Like, you go in and you can
I'm in.
just like whatever you want. Like,
Damn.
they're like, hey, you want to try this dab? Hey, you want to smoke this here?
Wow.
Like, and you basically just do
like
it there.
run a tab on fucking weed,
Essentially,
Wow.
and
Yeah,
that
man.
he said
Damn.
blood tenders and shit.
Mhm.
there's a couple places out there that are doing it now, and then that's pretty much where they're like headed.
Mhm.
Instead of just walk in, get it, walk out like a pharmacy, more like a bar scenario. And there's couches, like you do hit a big dab, just fucking crash
You're
on the
gonna
couch
need
for a
to
minute.
after you hit
Yeah,
that fucking
yeah.
dab.
Exactly.
Y'all ever dab?
No.
I'm scared.
Well, I mean,
of it.
I've hit like a dab pen. I don't know if it's the same.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't think so. But I mean, dab pens are pretty
Some
good
of those
too.
things, you're hitting like 85-90% THC.
See, I haven't done dabs
I'm
or
scared of it.
edibles.
That's those pins though. What you're talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that shit. you're
Well, there's some
smoking
that are
it,
like
it's fucking
93%
intense.
like
Yeah,
THC.
That's intense. It
Yeah,
is.
dude, those
Yeah.
things will
But
take
like
you
an
off your
actual
ass.
dab, we tried it one time, my best friend and I. And
Mhm.
we had never done it before and didn't have anybody to show us, so we wasn't doing it right. But
Mhm.
I did it, and I got fucked up.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I didn't really care for it. It felt druggy to me.
Oh,
you know, like
mm-hmm.
you're heating up the glass, and and especially an ex-meth addict.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was just too close to what I used to do for comfort.
Totally
you know?
understandable.
Getting back in it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the dab thing.
I'm
but,
not as
you know, hey, each their own.
Yeah, I'm
know?
not as big as a weed like fan as I used to be. You know, I don't really smoke anymore. But
Dude.
I mean, I used to, and totally cool with anybody recreationally. I don't give a fuck, man. Do it.
Yeah.
It's.
That's.
I'd rather you get behind the wheel high than drunk.
You know what? Fuck it. Like that's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
It's part of me. Like it's in my DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
It never.
I need. It's almost like I need. I don't like using that term.
Mm-hmm.
Need like I need it. Like, sounds addictive, but like it's on like a medicinal level.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, for sure.
My anxiety goes down.
Mm-hmm.
My stress level is just, I mean, all but gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and it just helps
So-
me. It
well,
helps,
even
like,
people
it helps
with,
me to
like-
do my job.
Yeah. Even people with like anger problems and shit
Yeah.
like that. I know people, you know, who've had anger problems in the past and they smoke every day and they're totally
I
cool
was
now.
watching, what was that? It was a documentary on jazz music and its effects on American culture, I believe. And they was interviewing Snoop Dogg, and he's talking about weed. He said, you put 5 motherfuckers in a room and give them beer, and an hour later they're all gonna be trying to kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
You put 100 motherfuckers in a room with a bunch of weed, and they're all gonna be best friends at the end of it. You know.
Well, it brings
And
people
that's
together,
kinda
man.
how it is.
It really does. Like, you'd go to like a house party and everybody be passing around a blunt or something. You don't know half these people, and you
Yeah.
get to know them just because, you know, it's a very social thing.
I smoked, you know, in high school like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it never really did like much for me. I mean, it got me high, but I was like, that's whatever. Just doing it because my friends are doing it, whatever. Just never was a big fan. Tried it periodically after since then, but
Then Denver came.
yeah. But just recently, like when I was in Denver, like we pretty much just stayed high because it's legal there, and why not? But I mean, you guys know like how much I got going on, how much I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've got like really good sleep, but since Denver, man, I've been sleeping like a baby.
Tell me about it, man. Preach
And
that shit.
it's been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still not a real big fan of like just being high,
And not everybody is.
but you
But
know,
it has
hitting,
some medicinal quality.
Absolutely.
hitting a vape pen right before I crash out, you know, 30, 45 minutes before, and just man, it's done wonders.
Yeah, back in high school, like summertime, I'd fuck up my whole sleep, you know, schedule or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, school started back. I'd smoke every night before I go to bed, and I'd just be knocked the fuck out and ready for class tomorrow.
Yeah, you get you a good strong indica, man. That's that couch lock shit. You know, I mean, those will definitely help you sleep. I don't sleep past 8 o'clock because I usually keep a sativa in the house because I like the more cerebral, having conversation, being up, doing things. Yeah, that indica will.
I like that feeling more,
Put you
but
out.
than an indica strain.
Yeah,
But the sleep's just been fantastic. It's been so long since I slept like I have been.
Yeah.
and no hangover.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
benefit
absolutely.
right there,
For the
man.
first time, no lie, in years, like I didn't wake up and just go, ugh.
Right. And you're not even like groggy after.
better, man.
That's a good night's sleep.
It's
Woke
a
up
healing-
feeling
it's
good.
a healing herb, and people fucking hate it because of some racist ass
Taxing,
white dudes in the fucking 30s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Reefer madness.
Alstringer was his name. Yeah, Alstringer. He spearheaded the legalization of it.
That was
Or
It was
Anslinger,
against-
Henry Anslinger, something like that.
it was actually against the hemp industry, right? Is what it started
Yep.
as.
Let's see. Treasury, blah, blah, blah,
Anslinger?
narcotics during the President's Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman. Okay, come on. Let's see.
How a
There it is.
racist hate
Yeah.
monger
See?
There we go.
mastermind.
That's the headline right
Yeah.
there.
How a racist hate monger masterminded
reason
America's war on
marijuana
drugs.
is portrayed the way it is because of this motherfucker right
And
here.
people
This is
still buy
from-
it.
This is from timeline.com
Yeah, they do.
for anybody listening, by
Yeah.
the way.
Mhm.
His whole stance was it makes black people rape white women and Mexicans go crazy.
Oh, this
That's
is not what
how
I was
marijuana became illegal, and we still stand by that shit today
Jesus. Yeah.
because everybody's been brainwashed by it.
Mm. And then you had the whole like Reagan era of it, where like people when crack started to come, right? War on drugs again,
Yeah,
you
yep,
know.
yep.
And we had people, getting fucked up for crack that got put into
You can thank
the fucking
CIA for that.
streets. Yeah, exactly. That motherfucker sold more drugs than your favorite rapper.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
whew.
yeah. War on drugs was a war on black people. Is
Mhm.
really what it
Absolutely.
was. It still is to this day.
Racism.
I mean, I think it's getting a
Absolutely.
little bit better, especially as marijuana becomes recreational, because that's, I would say, primarily what most of them go to jail for. A lot of them are locked up for weed possession.
And long times too, just for
Yeah.
weed possession.
And them poor bastards that get their third strike, going to jail for life for what? Fucking
Weed,
a plant?
weed, man. A plant that.
Seriously?
Damn, man, that shit's
Well,
crazy.
what really fucks me up about the whole thing. Like, okay, it's illegal, whatever, right? But now in these places where it's recreational, you or me can just walk in a place and buy it like it's fucking Advil, and these dudes are still locked up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them will stay locked up.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. But
I mean,
I heard recently that if they do make it recreational here, that they're gonna release all the prisoners that have that on their, or that's why they're in jail. You
Then
know
our
what I
jails
mean?
wont be so fucking
The
overpopulated.
non-violent- the
It's
non-violent.
gonna change a lot of shit.
Yeah.
in our culture and in our community. And
See, honestly, I'd be surprised. I think if they do that.
I don't know if I'd be surprised necessarily.
There's money in having prisoners these days.
no, I was about to say
That's true. Yeah, that's
I think
true.
a major reason that it hasn't been is because a lot of these politicians are, they're getting kickbacks from these private prison industry people, and they're paying them to keep the laws the way it is and to keep the marijuana as a Schedule 1 fucking drug.
Crazy.
Up there with fucking
Meth
cocaine and
yeah.
meth.
Mm-hmm.
Marijuana?
Yep.
Who was that? Nixon that did that?
Well, even I think fucking
Who was this dude?
No, the president that actually signed the bill to make it Schedule 1.
I don't know.
but fucking
It might have been.
like opiates and shit like that are not even Schedule 1. Things that are killing
There's
motherfuckers.
another fucking can of worms.
Things that
right
are
there,
killing
dude.
motherfuckers, man. Fentanyl, fucking all this shit. Not even
R.I.P.
Schedule
Michael
1.
Jackson.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Not Schedule 1. We still prescribe this shit to motherfuckers, man.
Say Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, motherfucker.
Rest in peace.
Y'all think he touched kids?
I do.
No.
I think he did.
You don't think he
I
did?
think he was a creepy motherfucker,
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give him that.
Agreed. He slept
Um,
with children in his bed. Confirmed.
I mean, come on. Who does that?
if
well,
you're not touching
A normal
kids,
fucking
right?
person
Exactly.
doesn't do that. If you're no.
That dude touch
I
kids.
love kids. I love kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take them home with me.
Bring them to Neverland.
This is
Shower their parents with presents to
This is a
keep them
dude
there.
that
Hush
didn't have,
money.
It's a dude who didn't have a childhood.
That's very fair, right? But just
It
because he
is.
didn't have a childhood doesn't mean he didn't touch kids.
Yeah. I didn't have the best childhood.
I think Homeboy touched kids.
But he didn't have one.
Well, I mean, that's understandable. I see where you're coming
So
from.
Yes.
he still related mentally with those children.
That's very possible.
Right, man. But why?
I want to
But he's
believe
not-
what you're saying is true.
But he's not here to defend
because he's
himself.
Mike, man. He's fucking
That's
Michael
true.
Jackson.
He is not here to defend himself. That is
No,
true.
he isn't. He isn't.
But I can. Here's the thing, and I understand that there are people that can't do this for whatever reason, but I can separate whether he did it or didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I can separate the man from his
From
art.
his
I agree.
music,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree for sure.
Mhm.
I can totally, yes, separate the art from the artist.
Same thing
I
with
agree.
Bill Cosby. That dude's a fucking
Is that-
shithead as a person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still own some of his
The
records.
Cosby
Yeah.
Show. I mean,
I still own some of his
Classic.
records.
I can't hate on the Cosby
No.
Show, dude. That was pure Americana right there.
Right, and even though he is convicted, and fuck him for his personal agenda with that, right? But I can separate the man from
For
his
sure.
What
art.
was that dude, Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Like, he was a piece of shit, turned out.
Yeah.
Louis
I watched
C.K.
that,
But
Even
here-
Louis C.K.
Dude,
man.
he
Here's
was
the thing.
fucking jerking off at like a party or something. Just
With
Who,
beating his
Louis
meat.
C.K.?
Yeah,
I think
he
Hotel
told
room.
him like he's
Hotel
like, hey, I'm
room.
fixing to jerk
hold
off.
on. No, I think he
And
brought
he
in.
asked. He asked
Yeah,
if he
I think
could.
he brought in like a lady like into his like office or some shit.
Hotel
It was
room.
like, yeah, and it was like, hey, I'm about to like jerk off. Are you gonna like? Can you stay here?
But
And-
straight
and
up.
he just straight up just started.
Well, here's the
When
thing.
you have millions of dollars,
Here's the thing, though.
Some people just can't control the urges.
She
man.
consented.
Did she?
did she?
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do. Cool." And she's like,
I guess.
and then he did it. And then now it's like a
He
thing.
came in like he told her the truth.
Yeah.
you
I mean,
can't
that's
really-
true. That's true.
I think some feminists would disagree.
I mean, maybe,
us.
but
Our male agenda.
again,
Fucking
another
cis white
another
male
dude I
pig.
can
Yeah.
separate from the art.
Yeah, for sure.
I can too.
Yeah,
Dude's
yeah.
fucking funny.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite comedians.
Sure, it's weird. I'm not into jerking off in front of people, but if that's how he
There
gets
was
his
that
rocks
one time
off,
in college, but that was.
We don't want to
I'm
talk
just
about
kidding.
that. Let's
I
not
did
talk
not
about
do
that.
that. Put that on the record.
But yeah, I totally agree with. I feel like if you can enjoy someone's art and still think they're like, okay, you're still a shitty person.
Yeah. I don't have to hang out with the person, but I can enjoy their art. you
Right.
know, yeah.
Which is like, I think Michael Jackson groomed all of America. He's this larger than life fucking person, man. The biggest star ever. Can you name someone bigger than Michael Jackson?
No.
God. Maybe.
I hate to say it, but maybe Kanye.
You think? No.
Kanye doesn't have as many.
I'm just kidding.
Kanye hasn't sold as many albums.
People love that motherfucker though. I can't
I mean,
stand him. I've never really.
can't
listened.
stand
I've
him,
never
huh?
sat through one single song of his.
Dude,
I
he's
do-
got
I
some
enjoy
good
Kanye.
music, though. He's got some
Really?
good
I like
music.
Kanye.
See,
He's got some great
even
shit.
this motherfucker likes Kanye.
I do
he's up,
too.
he's up like Michael Kanye. Yeah.
Okay. I'd say like
He's not though.
I'm
He's
fucking
not.
bullshit.
He's not. There's
But
no way. He hasn't
Michael
sold
J-
even half the albums.
right.
So what's your
But
point?
Michael
though?
Jackson, like biggest. Of course, there's gonna be tons of people who say he didn't do it because he's such an idol to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Nobody wants to believe
Look,
that.
my
No,
point
you don't.
is, I have not seen enough evidence.
Did you watch the documentary?
The one that's proven wrong.
It was not proven wrong. It was not.
You
proven
have the
wrong.
internet.
I have it.
Google
Please show
them
us.
Shits.
Please show us. Even Oprah Winfrey went back on her words.
She's gonna be in one of the fucking sequels of it.
She went back on what she said at the first of the documentary.
Probably because she was getting a shit ton of backlash and she has an image to upkeep. You don't think Oprah would go back on something?
What does that woman
Because-
have to lose?
Her fucking fan base, her network.
That
She
woman
has
has,
her own
so
network.
much fucking money it doesn't fucking matter.
But maybe she wants more. Apparently, everyone testifying against Michael Jackson wants money. Why can't Oprah want money too?
She has so much.
Right. But what's to say that she does not want more?
I'm sure she does want more. Nobody's like, I have
All right.
enough money.
So I cracked open this thing you gave me. Zevia.
Mhm.
Dr. Zevia.
Is it Zevia or Zavia?
Doctor.
Zevia.
Zevia.
It's basically a Dr. Pepper ripoff.
Oh, it's Dr. Zevia.
what
I
it
didn't
said.
see that at first. My fat finger covered.
Oh, yeah, Zevia is the brand, right?
Okay.
So
it's
they're all-
What is it? Is it soda?
Yeah.
0 calorie soda. What you got?
There's
Felix?
ba-
You got anything?
I'm trying to find
No sugar, no artificial
an
sweetener.
unbiased article.
But you taste that aspartame.
I guess,
kinda
man, for like
aftershock.
having no sugar or artificial sweeteners, it's not that bad.
It's supposed to be better for
It says
you.
it does have caffeine in it, though.
Yeah. There are ones that don't have caffeine. The root beer doesn't have caffeine.
That's the one you should have gave me. I love root beer.
That one's the best tasting as well.
Can I open this too?
Yeah, man, have
Am I
whatever
being
you want.
wasteful?
No.
Are there like kids in Ethiopia that don't get Dr. Zevia, so I shouldn't do this?
I mean, I'm sure the kids in
That's
Ethiopia
what our
don't
parents.
get
That's
Dr.
what my
Zevia.
parents always said. If I wouldn't finish my food, there's kids in Ethiopia that aren't eating, that don't get to eat liver and onions.
Did you know
You better eat that.
Ethiopia has a really big culinary scene.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like
They
there's
got Ethiopian restaurants in like the big cities.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it?
no.
I haven't either. Not brave enough.
No. I've
Not brave enough.
I have experienced Nigerian cuisine. And
What constitutes a good Nigerian dish?
I
Tasty?
think first of all it has to look like
Tasty.
vomit.
Is that a prerequisite?
I think so. This is me going off the cuff. I wasn't
Is
knowledgeable about it.
Is that what yours looked like when you ate it?
1,000%.
Looked like puke.
100 times out of 100.
This ain't bad, dude.
Yeah, I told you that's the best
I
one.
like the root beer.
The cream soda is also pretty good. I don't think I brought one in here, but I can get you one if you want. Yeah, the root beer is the best one.
Okay. Ginger root beer.
Yeah. Anyway, those are supposed to be better for you than,
Yeah, less sugar,
Yeah.
less chemicals and shit.
Yeah. Even better
I'll
for
stick
you.
to my 79-cent big K's
Yeah.
that they mopped up off the floor of the Dr. Pepper factory, put it in a bottle, and
They taste good.
I like it.
I don't think
I
they're
like
good
it.
for you.
I like
though.
them grape drinks.
Grape drink.
Grape
Yeah.
drink.
They make a grape one too, but it's terrible. It's terrible. They have an
None
orange
of it's
one.
just really good.
I like the root beer. I like the root
It's
beer.
okay. It's drinkable.
I've tried to
Refreshing.
cut the soda in general, so that was my
That's good.
soda
You
substitute.
watching your health? You health conscious?
Yeah.
You
As
can drink a
you can
beer
tell.
and still be health conscious.
Do you know how many of these I've already drank today?
How many?
Too many. I mostly only do it on Sunday. That's our
Well, I
recording
can't
days.
tell, so you're doing something right.
That's because I'm very good at hydrating.
Homeboy handles his shit, man.
Good.
He's good.
It makes me
long as I
jibber
ain't-
jabber.
Got to babysit. I
Makes
don't
me
give
jibber
a
jabber.
fuck what you do.
Beer's not so bad. It's the
Yeah.
hard
So
stuff.
I'm seeing both sides here. There's arguments saying that the same people, like the two guys who were on the Leaving Neverland documentary, it said that they said he was innocent in court, many years ago, and then they're coming out and doing this shit. And then it also said, that people who saying that they're only doing this for money, they didn't get paid by HBO to do this at all.
Did they get paid by an HBO affiliate?
It didn't say that. It said they did not get paid by
Like
HBO.
I said, there's no evidence. For me.
Yeah.
There's not enough evidence.
He never was fully. He never was proven guilty.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
neither. But
If
okay.
the
But
court of
neither was
law-
OJ.
Wah wah wah.
Who's to say that OJ did it?
OJ did
That
that shit.
motherfucker, he's
OJ
admitted
did
it.
that shit. He wrote a book
He's all but
saying,
admitted it.
"If I did kill her,
Yeah, but he
What
wrote a
kind
book
of
that says,
motherfucker
if I
does that?
did.
that motherfucker killed her."
Nah, he
You can't
did.
convince me otherwise.
If I
Wasn't.
did. If I did. This is how I would have done it.
Motherfucker killed her.
Yeah. No. She
You think so?
Yes.
died at his hands.
Yes.
If the glove don't fit, son.
If the glove don't fit.
Well, I don't know about OJ, but like Michael, there's enough. I mean, I can see how if a jury found him innocent,
Look, I'm not
It's,
saying.
I mean,
I'm saying that dude's
who
fucking
am I to
weird.
say they're wrong?
I'm
Right,
saying
sure.
that dude's fucking weird.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
we can agree on that for
I don't.
sure.
I don't have
I mean,
enough
just look at
evidence to
his-
say
his-
that
You
he.
can just look at his face and tell he's fucking got something wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
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 Yeah, very fair.
I don't know.
But the
Oh,
man
man.
made fucking phenomenal music.
Oh, absolutely.
And he could dance his balls off.
Motherfucker could
Well, I think he did.
dance.
I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Yo.
left some somewhere.
yeah.
Lit
One of
his
those
hair on
moonwalks,
fire.
they fell out.
Lit his hair on fire for a Pepsi ad.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, I remember
that's
that.
dedication.
Hung his baby over a
Hung
balcony.
his fucking baby over a balcony.
That's wild.
He's a crazy man. I mean, hey, for the art, right? Do it for the vine.
I think he's a testament though to like growing up in the spotlight. I mean, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Well, there's no
yeah,
doubt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's be real. Growing
he
up will
has some
fuck you up.
major psychological
Mhm.
issues. I mean,
Has
can
to.
we blame him? We basically, as fans, of course, we were too young, in the late '70s and early '80s, but like his fans basically created him, if you will.
Yeah. Well, shit, Joe Jackson, beating
Oh,
his
yeah.
ass
No,
till
I mean,
he would
his
get the shit
dad
right.
definitely had a hand in it.
Yeah, yeah.
But us, our need and crave for his music and him as a god of R&B, I think that drove him to that point, in a lot of ways.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the spotlight has an effect on everybody.
Put the shoes on. I mean, there's several people that have gone bananas in the spotlight.
Yes.
Yep.
Part of the
I'm
package.
feeling a little bananas right
Yeah.
now. and
Hey.
I mean, look at
That-
the
I'm
pressure.
on just
You
this
feel the pressure.
tiny
Why do you
little
think they're
got it.
here?
podcast.
We're actually trying to get a
What is a
confession. out of you.
podcast?
UK is listening.
It's just where
What's up,
people.
UK?
It's just people like talking.
I mean, I know exactly what it is, but like, where did that come from? Podcast.
I can't remember who exactly it was. There was the dude who basically started it. The name of his was a podcast, and it just went from there.
So
like
iPod? Is that what is the pod?
It says is a Parmento word formed by combining iPod and broadcast.
Yeah.
So I guess so. Podcast.
iPod. Oh, so it did come from iPod.
Wow.
Then.
February
That's kind of how I always
2004.
imagined it. Like the pod was like came from the iPod.
There you go. Shit.
Because like that's when you first started hearing about it. When like they had the shuffle out, the little bitty iPods out. I mean, that's when you first started hearing that term.
I still have my iPod Classic.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Does it still work?
I think Jerry does too. Still uses it.
I had one for years and I finally lost it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I had like 1,000 songs on it.
Mine's
I'm pretty upset about it. Actually,
Mine's the big like 264 gig for a long time.
Of course it is.
Hard flex.
Well, so if you're working in a prison in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah.
You can't really just stream your
That's a
music.
good point. That's
Yep.
a good point.
So I would load my library on it, and in my office, I just plug my speakers into it. I just be jamming out, doing my fucking shit. Man.
AT&T doesn't reach out there.
They don't. There's no cell towers.
Verizon.
Damn
Sharks
shame.
sharks aren't real friendly with cell towers in their waters. You know?
Dude, we could like start strapping, antennas on their fucking heads, like
Ooh.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil wanted lasers. We'll take that and just strap antennas to their head.
Wi-Fi everywhere.
We can do that with all the sea life.
All the sea life.
Dolphins, octopus,
Problem
Catch
solved.
'em all.
octopi.
Yeah.
Fuck animals. We need our Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally somebody said
Somebody,
it.
I
I'm trying to
Fuck.
stream. I gotta call my whoever.
We're changing the world here.
You're welcome, America.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You guys got my back.
Brilliant.
I hate to do this, but I gotta pee. So you guys, I'll be back.
All right.
You guys, keep this shit rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Have
a what's a pressing issue you'd like
You
to
shake
talk
it more than twice, you're playing with it.
than shake it more than 3. You're having too much fun.
That's right.
Ugh.
So a podcast. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing,
I'm
man.
gonna eat a cookie while I'm waiting.
Yeah, go for it. Those are pretty nice,
Oh,
huh?
these look really good, dude. Like the fucking caramel and shit in them.
Yeah.
I got a sweet tooth, like really bad.
I
think
feel that.
Instead of meth, now it's cookies.
I'd much rather you be doing cookies than ice.
They both change my appearance. They're like,
One makes you skinnier, one makes you fatter. It's which side of the coin are you gonna pick?
Oh, I think I'd rather be fat.
Very fair.
I got down to like 250. I weigh almost like 300 pounds. I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
And I got down to like 215 at one point.
Jesus.
You could like see all the bones in my hand. and
Fucking
it was
hell, dude.
awful. I had to
Yeah.
have my teeth fixed after I got clean.
That always sounds like a losing proposition. Meth.
It's not a good thing
Yeah.
to do. The kids,
Hey kids, listen up.
stay away from meth. Just say no.
Don't do meth. Try mushrooms once.
Shrooms. That's where it's at.
Never done it. Or LSD. No hallucinogens.
I never tripped acid.
Mm.
I've done just about it. I never did acid or heroin.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Dog knocked into the camera, and I thought it wrecked us, but we're good. But yeah, never tried
you
any.
should do shrooms.
I
man.
want to
It's
try
like
them.
all natural.
Yeah.
It's. I mean,
Yeah.
and it feels normal, like whenever you're doing it. Like,
Oh shit.
what's up,
Hello,
man?
Howard.
Mitch.
Howard.
All right, Howard.
What did
We have company.
We were
What'd I
talking
leave
about
out
doing mushrooms and other illegal
Yeah, you said he's never
substances.
done shrooms. I was like, you should
yeah.
totally do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been super
We
interested
sent out
in it.
a PSA to the kids about not doing meth.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't do meth. Meth is bad for you.
It
Yeah.
is.
It'll
Bad for
put
your
a damper
teeth.
on the party.
Hearsay.
Tooth Fairy doesn't like meth.
Yeah, Tooth Fairy don't. Tooth Fairy does like
I was gonna
meth
say,
when
Tooth
you're
Fairy
young enough
really
for him to
likes
come on
meth.
out, but after that, not so much. Makes them holy teeth.
But no, and shrooms is cool.
Yeah, I've
You
heard.
know?
I've heard
it's fun. It's like
So it's not as intense, but the best way to go about it is to
Mm.
make a tea.
a tea. Oh yeah.
You don't get the
Heard about that too.
cow
don't-
shit flavor.
well, you don't have to eat them, so you don't have to deal with the flavor.
Yeah.
But also, you don't ingest the toxins,
Oh.
so you don't have that after effect.
Yeah, I have heard a lot of people talk about like they puke on
Now-
shrooms a lot.
Yeah,
It's
I
not-
forgot about that.
Mhm.
It's not
I
as
never did,
intense
but I heard
of a high.
Mhm.
So really, you just get real giggly.
Uh-huh.
It's a real good way to dip your toe in.
Yeah, do you still get bad kind of trips
No.
like people experience
No,
on
no, no,
acid?
because
You
you
can
don't.
see stuff like it's a psychedelic,
Yeah,
for
right,
sure.
right.
But like it's not intense like I've heard LSD is. It's like natural. You're like,
If
there's
you-
a fucking purple gecko climbing
Yeah.
up my arm.
If you
That's
eat 'em,
cool,
Mhm.
you know.
If you eat them, you can get that. Not with the tea.
Okay.
That's why I like the tea for anyone who is just starting
I
out.
never did the tea. I always just ate them shits.
It's all the good without the bad. You just don't get the extreme side of the good.
I ate almost a whole ounce one time, 3/4 of an ounce by
Jesus
myself. I'm
fuck.
not even fucking playing, dude. I think cow shit and all.
Oh yeah.
A dude just gave me it was like 3/4 of fucking shrooms, and I ate the whole thing over the course of a night.
Jeez.
I got this tattoo right here. I was tripping shrooms when I got this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like all these have fucking stories, with them, like a lot of yours do. I'm sure.
By the way, kids, don't do drugs before you get tattoos.
No, absolutely not.
Definitely
Drugs are the devil.
Be sober if you're gonna make decisions.
But-
like
Yes,
that.
No, I
yeah.
was
Before you get
tripping-
tattoos,
I was tripping
definitely.
balls when I got this one right here, and I was just at some dude's kitchen table.
Mm.
He had a little guitar string gun and went to town. I was like, I want that one.
See, so the whole reason I don't really like weed as much anymore is because it's like I don't feel as connected like to reality, I guess, in a way. I feel kind of more of an out. I don't feel like myself, right?
Yeah, I get
So
that.
with shrooms, is it kind of like the same deal, or is it just the same thing but a different feel? I don't really know how to put it in terms like that. Like, I'm very in my head
Yeah.
when I'm in weed or when I smoke
It's
weed.
A lot of
It's
people
not-
are, and I think that's another reason that the criminalization has been perpetuated, because there's a lot of people out there that have had that bad experience.
Yeah.
It's not on the same level. It's like comparing drinking and weed.
Okay. I see.
It's
It's
not
different.
the same.
Got you.
It's not the
different.
same.
Got you.
It's not. I mean, I think as long as you're with cool people and in a safe place, I mean, you'll have a good time. You know,
I'm very interested.
yeah.
Very
give it a
interested.
shot. Do drugs.
Yeah. Do cool drugs.
Get fucked
kids.
up.
Don't do lame drugs.
No,
There-
synthetics like
Yeah. Stay away
powders,
from
all that
lame
stuff.
drugs.
No, fuck that
K2,
shit.
fucking all that shit. Stay
Coke.
away.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Even the harder drugs, the drugs that you shouldn't do, that I have done in the past, and then super enjoyed. Like
I mean, let's be
it's
real.
all. I mean,
There's a reason it's popular.
yeah. There's a reason people like drugs.
Yeah.
And there's a reason people keep doing them. But anyway, all of it I think was good eye-opening experiences.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't do them and don't habitually do any drug. But even the harder ones, I think they were good experiences, good eye-opening experiences, good
Okay.
lessons.
Yeah, I think so. You learn something, and I think that goes
But-
back to what we were talking about earlier. With
I was fortunate
you
enough
have to learn your own lessons.
to
in life.
never really get in trouble with them.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never got arrested with any drug. I got arrested a bunch of times, but never with drugs. Thank
Right.
God.
Yeah. They
Same,
will fuck you
same.
up.
Yeah.
Same.
That's a serious charge.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so there, do drugs if you can, but be careful.
Be careful.
But I think they can be an eye-opening experience.
Know your limits.
I don't think they're all
I
negative.
think everybody needs to experiment, and,
Mm-hmm.
and find those limits and find themselves through experimentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what your 20s are for too.
Yeah.
Definitely mine was, and I feel like a lot of people should, if you're gonna do that, do it before you have kids and a career and all that shit.
And I say that all of that as not having kids and
Yeah.
not giving a fuck about anybody else's
Yeah.
kid. you know
Or
what I
just
mean?
wait till
And
wait till those kids are out of the house, man. Wait till they're in college and you can just, shroom it up in your house.
Jude really liked you. I remember that when he was
Oh.
little.
Yeah.
So you may not like kids, but like
Kids like you.
kids like you.
I mean, their kids are fun. Like my sister and brother-in-law. I got nieces and nephews now,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. They're great when they're old enough to make noises.
Your brother-in-law and I used to be really good friends.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
yeah.
him in a very long time.
I don't see him too often
That
these
sucks
days.
because dude's awesome.
He's a
He's
busy
one of the
dude. He
funniest
is.
fucking people I've ever met in my whole life.
He's such a good dude too. You know,
He is.
He's a
Stand-up
stand-up
guy.
dude. Yeah,
For real.
he's a great.
Shout out.
Shout out Randy's
Shout out.
brother-in-law.
Yeah, my sister got real lucky.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And they got 2 kids now, right?
2, yeah. One of them's still. Well, I haven't seen him in a while. But last time I saw one was still too young
you
for
like
anything.
take him out
so.
and like do uncle stuff with him?
Nah. What I mean, when do I have the time for that? When do I have the time for that shit? You know what I mean?
You got the
Not
money
creepy
for it.
uncle stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I got you. I forget.
No.
like the dude on Always Sunny, the uncle. Y'all
I haven't
watched
watched
that?
enough.
Oh my god, lame.
I
I
love
know,
that show.
man. I want to
love
get
that
into
show.
it. I just
It's the
haven't.
best.
My niece though, she's at that fun age. You know, she's young. She's trying to find out. You know,
How old is she?
she's 3,
3,
4, something like
somewhere
that.
in there.
Young enough to talk and kind of take care of herself, but she's still, you know, you can still trick her,
Yeah,
still have some fun. That's a fun age.
it is.
But
I
like,
love scaring my kids, like scaring the fuck out. I mean, like making them piss themselves type shit. It just entertains the hell out of me, man.
I like doing that with my girlfriend. She's very jumpy. It's
Is she
also very
jumpy?
fun, yeah.
Oh man, I bet that's a good time around.
It's fun.
Big ass fucking
It's
house.
fun.
It's a big house, man. Congrats, by the way. Like,
Thanks.
You bossed
I'm
up.
proud of like, you know,
It took a
what you're
while.
doing with yourself.
I'm trying to make some shit work, you know.
Yeah, oh, you're
You're
doing
making
it,
it,
man.
man.
Trying to figure something out.
I'm about
I
to
don't
shed
know.
a fucking
You're doing better
tear
than
here.
me. I mean, you're doing better than me.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
There's different things.
financially, I guess.
It's all
you know.
perspective.
Well,
Yeah.
It's all perspective.
it's a little bit of luck involved with that. I mean, it's not because I'm.
That's true.
It's not because I'm smart. It's
And
not
I've got
because
awful fucking luck too. So I think that
It's
life's
luck.
always fucking me in the ass.
Yeah. It's luck and stubborn is what it is. Cause I hate what it took to get here and do all of
Yeah.
it, but I'm just too dumb to quit.
Well, I mean,
More
call
power
it
to
dumb,
you,
man, but
bro.
shit.
More power to you.
if it gets you a Tesla,
I mean, you're
you-
doing it. Look, I mean, you got Naked Prince up here.
yeah, you got Prince in his
R.I.P.,
undies.
R.I.P..
R.I.P. By the way, love you, buddy.
Yeah. Damn shame.
But
Damn
yeah,
shame.
you beat your head against a wall long enough, you're gonna make it through it.
Yeah.
Or die in the
That's-
process.
I hate like just being fucking poor though all the time. Like it sucks the way they do our teachers. Not to get back on this topic,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's
but dude,
true,
I work
man.
my fucking ass off. I work 20 hours over what
Yeah.
they pay me for a week.
Well,
at
not
least,
only that, but
and
like,
I don't get paid for it.
what your role is, like you're
Yeah.
shaping the
Oh,
future.
Oh my
And
god!
they're like,
dude.
all right, whatever, we'll
I'm
pay
changing
you.
the world, like
Yeah.
one child's mind at a time.
But
you
they're
know?
like,
Yeah.
nope, we're just gonna give you some bumfuck money.
I mean, that just shows the state of things. Yeah.
But we're paying
Yeah.
people a lot of money to put millions to play basketball on TV.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
well, look at well, it's because they come from different pots. That's why
Different pots.
pots of cash,
Oh,
different
yeah, that's
stash.
true.
But look at it this way though. Like
think
when
the
you were in
doorbell
high
just-
school, like how much did you give a fuck about what was going on and what they were teaching? And
No, I didn't.
me neither.
Couldn't give a fuck.
Me neither. All they were was paid babysitters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
and a lot of
and
people
that's not the way it
see
should
us
be.
that way.
And they do. And
The only
it's-
time, a lot of parents, dude. The only time we can get them to answer the phone is if we like suspend their kid and make it
Yeah.
an inconvenience for them,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "What the fuck are you? Why are you sending my kid home?"
Well, man, the thing about that too is like you're very vital in a lot of these kids' lives, man. Especially like you're probably seeing these kids more than like their own dad or like their
Some.
own mom, man.
Some.
Crazy.
Some,
It's
yeah.
you play
That's
teachers
real.
play a very big role
That's
in
real talk.
shaping kids.
Some
you know?
of them, like several,
Mhm.
they don't even have a single positive male in
Uh-huh.
their life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to see that, and that's really where I dig in and use my experiences in life. I spent a lot of time on the streets, and
Mhm.
I was homeless at one time, and did the drugs and seen it all, and I use that to really help these kids, man.
Relatability, man.
That's
Yeah.
I mean that's what it takes.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, I don't think all of our teachers do that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them do.
Mhm.
I don't know what it'll take to make positive changes.
This
But
shit got fucking serious again.
Well, hey, what about
Let's laugh. I want to laugh about something.
let's see.
Show me your penis.
ended on something.
Not really. I'm just kidding.
I'll whip it out.
Oh damn!
I'll whip
Got
it
him.
Fucking got
Out. I'll
him.
whip it out here.
Please don't.
Oh, wait.
I don't really want to see your dick.
Not to backtrack, but we can end this on a good note. Back and tie it all together. Have
Alright.
you guys ever seen a turtle dick?
What the
I
fuck's
have seen a
turtle
turtle's dick. A turtle's dick.
Oh, a
It's
turtle's
the
dick.
dick
Yeah.
of a turtle.
Dude, that shit's crazy.
Nah, let's see it.
Whip
oh,
that
dude.
out.
Yeah. Can I
Whip
put
that
this
Whip
on
it
video?
out, Felix. Whip it out.
I don't see. It's educational.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, watch this shit, dude.
I'm gonna take this back to my classroom tomorrow.
I need
so.
the fanned out
Here you go.
fucking full story. Here we go.
It's terrifying.
Dude.
Look at that shit.
It's you see how it okay.
Nah, find another one.
See,
Ooh.
but look at that. It fans out at the bottom so that
Find
the other-
another. It looks like a fucking flower
Yeah.
that's gonna just fucking eat
It's
you.
beautiful.
Is that it? Is that a
I
dick?
want to put it in my mouth.
Can't tell.
I wonder if it tastes good.
I imagine. Well, I mean, it's just meat, right?
Yeah, fucking cook that shit up.
Throw it in your turtle soup.
There's a
Look
dick
at
turtle.
that.
There's a dick
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I just got a new shirt design.
Yo,
off this
that's
show.
that's kind of fucking sick.
You should use that.
Where
Jesus
is the
Christ.
fucking turtle dick?
There we go. What's that one?
Oh, come on. Have y'all seen an echidna penis?
How did this come about? Like, how did y'all
Just seen it.
y'all talked
Listen.
about turtle dicks?
Nah.
I know a lot of fucked up shit about
you told me
turtles.
that.
about a lot of things. I know a little bit about fucking everything. It seems
Here.
like.
Have you
need to
guys,
be on
uh,
like the redneck version of Jeopardy?
Good, yeah.
Have you guys seen an
With a name like
echidna?
Randy, I'd fit right in.
Hi, I'm Randy.
Have you guys seen an echidna penis?
I don't know what the fucking
So,
echidna is.
okay. Fun thing about these penises: 4 dickheads.
Oh,
Why?
Why? I don't know.
that's 4 jisms.
4 dickheads.
4 chances to come.
Yeah,
That seems like a.
I'm in.
they're very efficient. I
That seems
guess.
like a waste. Like if you stab a bunch of holes in a water hose, it's
It
useless.
becomes less effective
Yeah.
as a water hose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they got like 8 nuts or something.
Ooh.
How many balls does an echidna have?
What the fuck is that thing anyway?
It's man.
Aardvark meets a hedgehog?
It looks like it.
Yeah,
It really
they're
does.
Fucking, marsupials, I believe.
I don't even know, man.
I think they lay eggs.
How many? Let's see. How many
Gross.
balls does an echidna have?
Jesus fuck.
I don't think. I feel
Nobody.
like-
We're the first people to ever Google that.
I feel like echidnas have sharp spine. Yeah, bro, I don't. Just tell me if echidnas have balls. man.
Use the word testicles.
Testes.
There we go.
We
Expanding,
gotta be
incredible
scientific with
expanding
this shit.
testicles.
What? I need to.
It's
I
a
need
mammal.
To see this.
Correction.
Okay.
It's a mammal.
Yeah,
Is it a
yeah.
mammal?
It's
Oh, they're
okay.
like
The only other mammal other than the
platypus.
platypus to lay an egg.
That's what I. Yeah.
Huh.
I knew they laid eggs.
Let's see.
Which is weird. A mammal that lays eggs. I mean, how strange is that?
I
Yeah.
feel like that's not scientific. I feel like somebody fucked up
You think so?
categorizing this thing.
Possible.
What about these ones?
All right. Apparently, I gotta go. I
Squirrel
gotta go
nuts.
take care of this dog. 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought Anjali would do it, but she doesn't give a fuck.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
what time is it?
it's 8:25. We're at 1:51.
Yeah.
Respectable.
We gotta wrap this up.
We gotta wrap this up. Sorry for the
Guys.
squirrel nuts.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been
Thank you
real.
for being
It's
here.
been
For
fun.
I would
We
love
really
to come back
appreciate you.
sometime.
I
This
would-
has been a lot of fun. Dude.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please come
absolutely.
back. Let's make something. We'll
Mr.
make
Randy,
something fun happen.
Mr.
Yeah.
Felix.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Well,
Go to
World Wide
see what's
Web.
going on.
Take care.
Our few listeners in the UK.
Yo.
UK peeps. Our Kiwi fans out there.
Our Kiwi fan.
yeah.
Fan. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Hopefully more.
Singular, not plural.
Everyone go to sameolddevils.com. You can find all of our podcasts. You can find all of the shit that we do. And then go to sameolddevils.com/shop. Buy our merch. Buy our pins. Give us money. We love you.
See you guys.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Adios, amigos.